right, welcome fight fans to Kokomo, Indiana for another night of MMA action here at the Kokomo Event Center in Kokomo, Indiana. I am Justin Hahn, and shortly I'll be joined by Chris Lights Out Lytle. He will be here for the second fight. We have got some action for you tonight. We have 9 fights coming to you with 6 amateur fights on the card and 3 pro fights. And the 3 pro fights are unbelievable card for this summer show. On the amateur events, we have leading it off Felipe Martinez versus Aaron Terrell, Trevor Sparks, and Nick Fox, Nick Fox is an outstanding wrestler from Kokomo. I'm guaranteed he'll have a large crowd with him tonight, and things will be, he'll have a great, strong wrestling background. Trey Mack will be taking on Craig Weller. That's a 21-year-old versus 39-year-old. Craig is making his debut. I've known him for a long time. He's a tough guy, and I'm interested to see what he's got tonight. Gabriel, we have the Watson brothers fighting tonight. Gabriel Watson is fighting first against Doug Fagan. He is also, Doug is also making his debut tonight. And Watson had a victory the last show that we had, so I'm sure he's coming ready to get a second one on there. One of my favorite names on the card, Cito Nunez, will be going against Sean Stant tonight. And the other Watson brother, Quentin, is looking to rebound from a loss at our last show as he fights Jonathan Cave tonight in the main event of the amateur part of the card. Then we get to the pros. We've got Jordan Mitchell, who wanted this fight, against Justin Smith, the NFL Super Bowl champion that's fighting tonight. Justin fought in our last card, Colosseum Combat 48. He took a tough loss against Zach Eddington, who's fighting later tonight. He almost won that fight against Eddington. Had a great slam takedown. And ended up getting caught in a rear naked choke, but ended up losing that fight. But he's back for more too. We talked about Zach Eddington. He will be taking on Dustin Parrish in an event that most shows would have as their main event. Zach Eddington and Dustin Parrish. Both of these guys are probably on the cusp of going to a bigger show, Bellator, UFC, something bigger. Zach has been fighting for a long time, and he is no easy fight. Dustin Parrish knows it, and Dustin has been around for a long, long time fighting in Indiana MMA, and he's looking to get that name back up there. He's had a couple fights recently that he's won in 2019, and he's looking to keep that momentum going. You've got Sean Fallon and Daniel Head in the main event. This is Daniel's retirement fight, maybe. I've known Dan for a long time. He'll retire, but I can see him coming back. It may be a year down the road or 2 years down the road, but I don't think this last we'll see of Dan Head, even though he says it is. And he will be Sean Fallon. I've known Sean for a long, long time since he started Indiana MMA. He's got 6 losses as a pro, but they all are by decision. He's won 6 of his last 7 fights. And he is looking to come in here and honestly spoil Dan's final fight here in his hometown. So that's what we have on action for you tonight. We're about ready to get started here in Kokomo, Indiana. I want to go over and talk about a few of our sponsors tonight. Without them, it couldn't be possible. If I can find it here. We've got Barlow's Beard Butter, one of the best ones. That's why I'm growing the beard, so I can use the beard butter and get it on there. Obviously, the B2 Digital Fight Series. Without them, this wouldn't be possible as well. Gravity Trampoline Park in Kokomo. The Kokomo Event and Conference Center, which is where we're at tonight. Oscar's Pizza, by far the best pizza in town. They are a longtime sponsor. Charlie's Philly Cheesesteaks. The Elbow Room, that's where I'll be after the show, by the way. Moe's River Room, that will sponsor an after party here. One more gym, that's where the weigh-ins were at last night. It's a phenomenal place for the weigh-ins to take place. On-site services, those are the porta potties if you need those. Hog Heaven, they are running the concessions tonight. You can go there and get the pulled pork nachos. They are phenomenal. If you're ever in Kokomo, you got to check them out. And they cater to parties, so they're great. We have top-of-the-line auto detailing. Zach McKillop and his crew can have your truck or car detailed and looking like new. The Scared Rabbit website and hosting, the Relax Place, they actually have a booth set up here tonight where you go and get a little massage quickly. Unlimited Chiropractic, that's where I go. I love it. I just won a free time in their new hydro massage bed or hydro therapy bed. I'm excited to figure out what that thing's all about. But that's they are unbelievable, and Dr. Jones that works there is awesome. Hometown Realty, Barker's B&K, New Breed Tattoo and Piercing. They have been here since the beginning. La Quinta in Kokomo. That's where the fighters are all staying tonight, and that's where they all been here today and staying tonight. Schaefer's Handyman Services, Timeless Aesthetic Injections, Ink Therapy Tattoos, Badass Apparel. They are here with their booth set up, and Brady L. Davis, who is getting ready to walk right by me to get us started.
Mic check.
He's checking his mic.
Mic check.
And he's about to get us started. So, like I said, we have Chris Lights Out Lytle here tonight, UFC fighter, long-time UFC fighter, 22 fights, I believe, in UFC. And he's out right now signing some autographs, taking pictures. And he will be here for a couple of the amateur fights, and then he will be here for the pro fights tonight as well. So thank you guys. If you have purchased the B2 Fighting Series Colosseum Combat 49, we are excited to get this thing going, and I'm waiting on them to announce Brady to come out. And once he comes out, this show will be rolling. There'll be no more downtime, and we will have these fights going.
Mic check. Mic check. Check.
Justin C. Smith, one of our the NFL fighter tonight that has played in the NFL, graduated from Indiana University, played there in Indiana, was drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and got to play in the Super Bowl 37 with the Bucs, and he's here tonight to fight Jordan Mitchell. This is going to be an exciting fight, especially seeing what Justin did last time. Some of the teams, if you want to look him up, Justin played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the St. Louis Rams before they were in LA, Arizona Cardinals, the Chicago Bears, and the Carolina Panthers. We're just waiting for the announcement of our fighters. I see, actually, Chris coming down here now. He may be joining us a little early. We will see. Yeah, there he comes right here. I was just buttering you up. I was just buttering you up, Mr. Lytle. I was just sitting here buttering you up, buddy, telling how great you are.
I was going to say, don't lie to these people like that. You can't lie to people like that. Tell them nonsense like that. They can see right through that.
No, I was telling them just some of the event we have here tonight, and our co-main event between Parrish and Zach Eddington is probably a main event on most cards.
Absolutely.
But with Daniel Head making this, I keep saying quote-unquote retirement fight, because he's one of those like you. He retires, but then, oh, wait, bare knuckle boxing, maybe I'll go do that.
Yeah, we're not smart people. We just can't stop. You know, people think, why do you want to put your body through that? Why do you want to continue to get hurt? But there's just something about, you know, the love of the sport and competition that keeps bringing you back. And it's not money, it's not fame, it's all you really want to do. Yeah. You know, it's part of who you are, and it's difficult to stop.
All right, we have Brady L. Davis up in the cage, and he's going to get us started.
Good evening, Kokomo.
All right, let's hear it.
Welcome to B2 Digital presents Colosseum Combat 49. Are you ready to see some fights tonight? Let me hear you make some noise. One more time, let me really hear you make some noise, Kokomo! All right, let's do this. If you would please stand, we're going to start with a moment of silence for a very dear friend of Colosseum Combat who has recently passed away. Joseph T. Heighton did lose his battle with cancer. He's been one of the biggest supporters of Colosseum Combat since the beginning, a true friend to everyone that he ever met, and it just definitely won't be the same without him around. His wife, Michelle, is here, and we have a booth set up over there. Please feel free to buy bracelets and T-shirts to help out, and just to remember him and keep honoring his memory. And we would please have a moment of silence now, and then we'll have the invocation. Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us together this evening to enjoy this sport that we all love so much. We ask that you be with the coaches, the gym owners. We thank you for the time and the hours that they put in so that we may enjoy such a sport. We ask that safety and good sportsmanship prevail. We ask that you be with the men and women of the armed forces at home and abroad. Give them Godspeed, they may complete their missions and return home safely to their families. And at the end of the evening, we ask you give us safe roads and fair travels that we might make it home to our families. All this we ask in your Son, Jesus Christ's blessed name. Amen. And if you would please, the national anthem. We are ready for the first bout on the amateur card. Making his entrance to the blue corner, Felipe Martinez.
All right. We have Felipe Martinez coming out for his fight. He is an amateur, 26 years old, out of Illinois. Making his MMA debut. Comes out with Ryan Thomas, UFC, Bellator fighter. Ryan Thomas, he's fought in Colosseum Combat. And so you know he's going to be well trained. And it looks in phenomenal shape, does Martinez. And he will be fighting Aaron Terrell, who is 0-1 right now. His last fight, though, was almost 3 years ago. 2.5 years ago was Terrell. So we'll see how he does. There's Felipe Martinez from Danville, Illinois, getting checked by referee Josh Stewart. Make sure he's not greased up, and we'll be ready to go here quickly. And Martinez looks in phenomenal shape, ready to go. And I can guarantee you, if he trains with Ryan Thomas, he is a fighter. He is ready to go, ready to fight, and it will be very skilled.
And now making his entrance to the red corner, Aaron Terrell.
All right, you see Aaron Terrell coming out.
Young boy, what you gonna do the second time around? How you gonna
Looking to rebound from that. His only fight was a loss, which 2.5 years ago. So if he's been spending these last 2.5 years training, getting better, working on weaknesses, it'll be exciting to see what he has to offer. There he comes right here. Heading to the red corner at Colosseum Combat 49 here in Kokomo, Indiana. And he is coming out with a great team as well. You've got Austin Tweedy, in his corner. Looks like the guys from American Top Team Indianapolis. And he, too, looks in phenomenal shape. This should be a real barn burner to get this night started. What's up, bub? His coach, Carlos Diaz, coming in. He's been gone for a while. Now he's back. Austin Tweedy, his coach in the corner. That's another name you'll be hearing. There you see Josh Stewart checking Aaron Terrell, and we'll be ready to go. Great fight to get us started at Colosseum Combat 49 in Kokomo, Indiana. For those of you, if this is your first time watching, Colosseum Combat is one of the premier regional shows in the Midwest, not just Indiana.
Welcome to B2 Fighting Series presents Colosseum Combat 49. We are ready for the first bout on the amateur card. Fighting first, out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he is a freestyle fighter representing Ryan Thomas Jiu-Jitsu and MMA, weighing in at 184.7 pounds, making his amateur debut this evening from Danville, Illinois, Felipe Leon Martinez. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Barlow's Beard Butter red corner, is a freestyle representing American Top Team of Indianapolis, weighing in at 183.5 pounds, with a record of 1 win and 1 loss, from Nashville, Tennessee, Aaron One-Time Terrell. This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Trent Genosa is your referee.
All right, there you have it. Gates are shut, and we are ready to get Colosseum Combat 49 started. All right, we're going to see what Terrell has worked on over the years, and we'll see what Martinez has to offer. They're going to fill each other out here a little bit. Look for Martinez to have some really good jiu-jitsu. If he's training with Ryan Thomas, he won't be afraid to take it to the ground. And it looks like Terrell's looking to maybe land a big right hand. Nice right hand from Martinez. Terrell clinches. Got a knee from Martinez right there. Looks like Terrell's going to give him a ride here, maybe. He's got that single leg. Right now it's just a little feeling out process. Good knee from Martinez right to the midsection. That bothered Terrell. Oh, nice combination from Martinez. Oh, there he goes for that leg lock. Let's see if he's got it. He dove right in for looking for a knee bar. Terrell needs to sit up and push his weight off, and he's out. That was lightning fast, though. Oh, nice hands from Terrell. Terrell's got to watch out now. He knows he's going to go for that leg. And the leg locks are hard to defend, man, if you don't see him coming. Another good knee. Oh, there's a nice knee from Martinez. Got a good, Muay Thai clinch. Somebody lost a mouthpiece. You got a timeout here. All right, here they go. Terrell looks like he's breathing a little heavy already. Fighting off that knee bar took a lot of energy. Look for Martinez to try to surprise him again real quick. We had just under a minute to go. Nice outside kick, and anything you can do, I can do better. Martinez answers back with an outside leg kick. Martinez doing a great job with the knees when they clinch. A little feint coming over the top. We got about 20 seconds left here for Terrell. And good first round from Martinez. Good first round from Martinez. Went after that knee bar from diving in. Terrell did a great job of staying calm, listening to his corner, and getting out of that, because once those are sunk in, those are hard to get out of. And he did a great job of just being patient. That is a move you don't typically see in MMA, especially with a guy that is making a debut. I would like to hear what the Tweety is telling trying to listen in to the corner of Terrell, because you know that Martinez is going to be coming out. And you got the corners out. There's Ryan Thomas heading out. Austin Tweety. That'd be a good fight between those two. That's Thomas is retired, but man, that'd be a good fight right there.
Round two.
All right, here they go. Round two. Terrell looks like he's maybe got his wind back. Nice little Superman punch from Martinez. He may be making his debut, but he looks like he's trained quite a bit. He's very comfortable in the cage. Oh, nice right hand. And there he goes for the takedown. Does Martinez. Grabbing that leg, look for another knee bar. Terrell did a great job of staying up. Great job of listening to his corner. Great job by Aaron Terrell. Listen to his corner. Good body shots. He's taking some knees in the process. Oh, there's some nice exchange by both fighters. Terrell, I think, got the better of that end. There goes the roll again. Oh, nice punches. And that's what he's got to do when he goes for that knee. That's kind of what the fighter risk when he does go for a foot or a knee. He might get a triangle here. Martinez is locked in. Let's see if he can get those feet locked. You're going to see him try to lock up that foot behind the knee. Terrell needs to get that head looking up there. He's getting that space. Nice job by Aaron Terrell to get out of that. This is a great round for Terrell. And I tell you what, he might have just solved that problem of Martinez going after the knee, because he put some pounding on him when he did that. Yeah, he wants to keep his base going forward and not be taken back to stay on top. He's going to watch that triangle. Martinez doing a great job of trying to keep those feet there. There goes nice right hand again. That is exactly what Terrell needs to do to win this fight. This is a great round for Terrell, but again, he's looking a little gassed. Oh, there's a sweep. But it might be too little, too late for Martinez as the round ends. Wow. Great round for Terrell. I have this fight scored 1-1 right now. We will see what's going to happen. Here you'll see some of the action. There's those knees and the body shots. But those body shots took a toll. That's why he let go. And then a nice exchange. There you go. He's saying, grab my leg, eat these fists. Man. But he might have gassed himself out a little bit. This is where he's going for that triangle with Martinez.
Girl, Brandy.
And you saw Martinez get a great sweep. Martinez, what Terrell has to watch out for those submissions. He hasn't been able to land the 2 knee bar or 2 leg locks and the triangle. Terrell did a great job of fighting out of both of those. And Austin Tweedy with a couple extra seconds, letting Terrell know what he needs to do to solve this puzzle. But right now, man, this is anybody's game. This third round should decide it.
Third and final round.
You can see Martinez kind of with his mouth open, breathing heavy. Both fighters are a little spent. Nice. That's something we haven't seen yet, was that high kick from either fighter. Martinez's hands are kind of low, that right hand. Love to see Terrell come right over the top of that and catch him. Great job by both guys, just kind of feeling it out. And, you know, when one explodes, the other one explodes back, and we get some really action-packed fighting there for a little bit. Watch for another dive in for the... If I were Martinez, I don't know if I'd go for that knee, but I think he wants to get this fight to the ground. Those knees are really doing some damage, though. Those knees are doing some damage. And that was a hard knee that Terrell just ate from Martinez. There you see Terrell trying to get him down. I think, look. Yeah, it looked like Martinez may have grabbed the fence and the referee's on the wrong side. It looks like that's what the game plan is for Terrell, is to get this takedown and get back on top and land some more ground and pound. He's landed in almost the mount. He's going to got to clear those legs out a little bit more, get his head cleared out. Pressure Martinez's face with his shoulder, maybe head. Keep those legs locked. He's in no threat of being choked right here because of his positioning, but he does need to get that head cleared out. Maybe some punches to the side might help do that. Take that right. There he goes. Now he's going to be in a really good position right there. Martinez gave his back. Terrell needs to be getting his hooks in. Great job of staying in top control. And he's out. Good job by Martinez to get out. Terrell really had an opportunity there to steal it or win this round easy had he been able to keep him back on his back and stay in top position. You see Martinez look at the clock, look for him to go for a quick submission, see if he can't pull one out in this last 20 seconds or so. And again, you see exchanging knees there. Last 10 seconds. And that really did nothing to help Martinez, that's for sure. Great fight. It looked like round one was all Martinez, but Terrell, who looked gassed in round one, came out in round two and really dominated. And round three, It looks like Terrell did enough to win that round, but you never know. So we will see when we get the judge's decision here in the first fight at Colosseum Combat 49. You see the exchange going right there. Did you get to see much of that fight?
I got to watch all that fight.
Man, I tell you, it looked like the downfall for Martinez might have been that second round. He went for the knee, or went to attack the leg, and he ate some.
Let's cheer for both of these
He ate some right
fighters.
hands.
Yeah, he just put himself in a bad spot a few times, and very good fight, very
Yeah,
competitive
very good fight. Very good fight. I had Martinez winning in round one easy, but I think Aaron Terrell stole round two and three.
Put himself in kind of a better position to strike and did the most damage in my opinion.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And, Aaron has not fought since 2016. His only fight was a loss in 2016, and we have the decision. We're ready to go.
Maybe for the last 3 years he's just been training.
Well, both guys came out from great camps, so, they
Ladies and gentlemen, with
prepared.
the first bout of the evening, going the distance, we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. All three judges scored this bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Aaron.
Yep, there we go.
Good call.
Yeah, that first round, Martinez is not, and even in the other rounds, he kept getting the clinch and throwing the knees, and his knees were great, man. He had some knees to the body and even a couple to the head but Terrell just he survived those submission attempts and landed some ground and pound.
Absolutely. Like you said, sometimes what people don't understand, they think about a jiu-jitsu match and think about positioning and submissions, but at the end of the day, a lot of judges are looking for who's doing the most damage. And if you're in a position, even if it is from the guard and you're landing the harder punches, you're probably winning that round.
Well, I thought that first round, his knee bar, I can't tell if it was a knee bar or just a straight leg lock, but he was going, that was probably his best chance to get it. That
Are you ready for some more?
The second round, it didn't get quite as deep, and he took some ground and pounds, hammer fists. Boy, he did not like those one bit.
Well, and then that is the danger going for ankle locks and knee bars is if you're putting yourself in a bad position, and you better finish that. If you don't finish it, you're probably going to get beat up a lot. So there's always that trade-off. I always tell guys, when they're fighting, for me, don't try that unless there's less than 30 seconds in the round, because if you don't get it, you're not going to take a beating the whole time. Don't try if you're on top with 4 minutes left in the round.
And with the amateur only being 3 minutes, and you spend a minute and a half of it on your back on the bottom getting punched,
you're probably losing that round.
So
you better be really good at it. It's better to do when they're not as slippery. The later on the fight it goes, the worse chance you have of finishing it.
Right. All right, we got
some old school 80s.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
I like it.
I thought this might have been the 39-year-old coming out. No, this is Trevor Sparks coming out. And I'll tell you, he's fighting Nick Fox. You're going to like Nick Fox.
Okay.
Nick Fox was a wrestler for Kokomo High School, so he's a local guy. And you will hear this place explode when they call his name. And he was an outstanding wrestler for Kokomo, making his debut tonight. He's been training here at Gaha. And I don't know what his submissions are like or what his hands are like, but his wrestling is going to be solid. So he's always going to have that to fall back on if the going gets tough.
Well, I'm not nearly as concerned as what his submissions are like as more what his submission defense is like.
Right,
because if you're good at submission defense and you're a good wrestler, you're hard to beat right there.
Right.
Now, if you're great at submissions but you get choked a lot, it's going to be no good for you.
Yeah, this place is about to explode. It's funny, I was actually just texting Fox's old high school coach because he's a firefighter actually now.
Oh, I like him already.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is he used to be a teacher, a PE teacher at the high school. Now he's a firefighter, and he was wanting to know what happened with Nick's match tonight. So. I don't know if this makes it any worse. He's also married to my ex-wife, but
wow,
we all get along, man. That's what it's about.
That's what
it's about, man. And, hey, it's about the kids and doing what's right?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, as an adult, you got to be able to get past that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, it doesn't help anybody if things are ugly. You know
no. And he's a great guy. And he's good to my daughter, and we all get along just fine. We all get along fine. And like I said, I told him I'd keep him updated throughout the fight. So if I go quiet, that's probably because I'm letting him know what Nick is doing.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, well, and you know, Nick trains with Herlock and with Kier Ross, who fights here at Colosseum Combat.
For sure.
Schaefer, you got James Schaefer, you've got Kyle Thomason. So lots of guys that fight here at Colosseum Combat. So his debut, both fighters are making their debut. They're both young. It's anybody's game. I'm tending to favor Nick Fox in this just based on what I know about him. I don't know Trevor Sparks yet, but this is going to be a good measuring stick for him moving forward from here too.
Well, like you said, you don't really know a lot about fighters in their debut, but the one thing we'll have to say, you come in with a good wrestler right here, and then one thing you do know about him is they understand a lot about one-on-one competition. They've been out in front of people before, and they have a good hard work ethic, and they know about toughness. So that says a lot right there.
Yeah. And I don't know what Aaron Terrell's background was in the last fight, but it looked like he had a lot of wrestling in his background as well, and really was able to maintain some positioning when Martinez was trying to sweep him over against the cage earlier. So, you know, that wrestling, man, I tell people all the time, it's the best free self-defense you can learn that the school will actually teach you if you sign up and wrestle.
Oh, man, there's nothing like it when you get in there, even if you're just working out for the first time with the guy, and you try and sweep it and you can't, like this guy has a wrestling background. You can just tell to have a different leverage and pressure and ability to stop things that make you go, okay, I see the difference right now. So there's no way you can recreate that if you haven't done wrestling for a long time.
Well, I am going to give the entrance music edge to Trevor Sparks on this one because I kind of like that one.
We are ready for the second bout on the amateur card for the evening.
Okay.
Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Fighting first out of the V2 Digital blue corner, he is trained in kickboxing, representing Sweatbox Gym.
I think Trevor might have the
by
height
Rowan's
on
Warrior
him.
Foundation, Bean
But they don't look like they'd even be
Biker
the same
and
weight class,
Patricia's
maybe.
Craft
Yeah,
Shack.
Trevor looks
weighing in
very,
at
very
169.4
tall
pounds,
and a
making
little
his
leaner.
amateur debut this
Little
evening
lanky.
from Sullivan, Indiana, Trevor Sparks.
Definitely think he'd have the reach advantage, which he's going to need to get some good wrestlers going to try to take him
Fighting
down.
out of the Ink Therapy red corner is trained in Jiu-Jitsu, representing Gaha Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA Academy. Sponsored by Big Up Aaron Fox, weighing in at 169.3 pounds, also making his debut this evening from Colorado, Nick Red Fox. Trent Janessa, your referee.
Trevor Sparks looks like he has the Chris Lytle tattoo started there maybe on his chest. You gotta have one that looks like that a little bit, don't you? I can't see
One day, when I have a big dragon. You know,
Oh, it's a big dragon. That's what it is.
very similar, though. All right, fight starts here. Oh,
Big right hand. There goes the takedown right there.
that is that. The big right hand usually leads to the shot.
Oh, he's got to watch for submission from Sparks.
He looks like
He's coming out to finish this
Fox
thing
is
fast.
very happy just to go in and throw punches right now.
Knee on belly. And he's ready to pummel. Look at this. This isn't going to last much longer.
Well, you know, to be honest, he hasn't really landed money. Those punches.
Oh, there's a
couple
goal.
of those are getting through. Sparks has got to do what he can to tie this up. Tie
Yes.
his arms up and try. That's a good move right there, actually, keeping that left hand tied up. I would definitely let Fox go for some chokes right now as opposed to continue.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he took a couple hard shots. You saw his head bounce there one time.
Yep. He was doing a pretty good job of blocking some of them, but some of them definitely got through.
Well, and this could be one of those where Fox gasses himself out. Oh, he's got a little choke right there. Nope.
Now, Fox needs to be throwing some punches to his body right now. Loosen him up, getting some easy submissions.
He's got to, like you said earlier, you got to know what his submission defense is. And
So now he's got him in a good position.
Yeah.
When he's got the mount, and he can sit up and start throwing those
And he's
significant strikes. What he's wanting to do
Right.
right now.
and he's not going to buck off, I don't think, Fox on this one. you know, the referee's going to look for, there's the tap.
There's the tap out right there.
I was going to say that, you know, the intelligently defending yourself is not just covering up and maybe blocking a few punches here and there. You've got to have some action to try to stop what's being done to you.
Well, that is one of the worst spots to be on against a good wrestler,
Yeah.
is mounted with him throwing punches at you.
There you see the finish right here. And so not all these punches were landing. Some were getting blocked by his
But
hands.
he's not defending. He's not throwing anything back, and it's not going to stop. And then he ended up tapping out.
Yeah, and I think he knew I didn't want another minute and a half
Well,
of this.
yeah, there's no way. I think he felt like he could get out.
How's that for some
See,
quick
here
work?
is the very
Kokomo?
beginning, the big overhand right that leads right
hear
to
from
the
both
double
of these
leg. That's a
guys.
classic wrestler move right there.
At 1 minute 32 seconds into the first round, your winner by referee stoppage due to strikes, Nick Red
I would like to thank some of the sponsors we have here. As usual, Gravity, the trampoline park. I know
Yeah.
from what I hear,
And you know, I tell you, they have the keto pizza. It uses the cauliflower crust, and I've not had it, but I'm telling
I've
you,
heard good things about it.
everybody I've talked to, they post about it on social media, is how good it is. So
Nice.
I like my pizza bad for me.
Yeah, me too. It's like,
Moving right
you know what else
along,
is
we
bad
are
for
ready
you?
for bout
Charlie's
number 3
Philly
on the
cheesesteak.
amateur
I bet.
card.
I mean, I don't know. I'm
Making
not
his
saying, but I
entrance to
love
the
Philly
blue
cheesesteaks. I
corner.
know
I
they're
do
not
too.
great. They're some of my favorite things, though. But they're a long-time sponsor. Really like to see them around here more. Come on, come and give us some cheesesteaks and we'll
Yeah,
see
right.
how good they are. You know.
Yeah, then we have our Hog Heaven while we're on the food subject. Hog Heaven is, yeah,
They are here.
They're here with our
Loving it.
pork nachos. So
Yeah.
this is going to be an interesting fight. This is we've got 21-year-old Trey Mack lost a unanimous decision in February, fighting 39-year-old Craig Weller.
39, geez.
Now, Craig, and that's Craig's debut. I've known Craig for a long, long time.
I mean,
Craig is a tough dude.
I don't think you should be allowed to fight if you're in your 30s. Nah, I'm just kidding.
But
Just kidding.
you know, this is one of those things where being you're going to see maybe is it the youth that overcomes the old guy, or is it, you know, the old guy teaching a lesson to the younger guy? So this is going to be an interesting fight to see.
Yeah, a lot of times, especially when you got these older guys, they do have, you know, the old man strength.
Right.
You know.
Craig is a strong dude. Craig is very strong.
Well, I look forward to seeing them then. I mean, you know, some guys who've been watching this sport for a long time and are just tough. Sometimes they're very good at this. And I'd like to see him coming in right now. I'm sure he doesn't have big plans of doing a lot in the future, but maybe just wants to come have a few fights. It'd be great.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I was talking to Craig in the background, because usually I see Craig here at the fights watching. And I looked at him and I said, "What'd you do?" I said, "You didn't want to buy a ticket this time or what?"
Yeah,
He's like,
I wanted a better seat.
Yeah, he said, you know, he said, I figured it was time. This is just it's a personal test to Craig. And, you know, I know you've talked about in the past with people that, you know, doing things, chasing your dreams and do what you need to do and never living with those regrets. And this is one of those that Craig has, you know, he gets the opportunity to do.
And now, making his entrance to the red corner, Craig Weller.
All right, here comes Craig.
All right, I did see Craig in the back. He looked like an intense fella.
Yeah, he is very intense. And he does train more traditional martial arts here in town.
Okay.
And has a son that is very good. with the traditional martial arts. They do a lot of the competitions where, with the weapons and things like that. So this is one of those first time things with in the cage though. So, but leave it to Mark Slater. He got him a guy that is fairly new as well. Like I said, the only glaring difference is the age.
Well, and that is the good, a mark of a good matchmaker is being able to make even fights.
Yeah.
And especially, you might have to set these up for a while. It may take a time when you're like, hey, I got this guy who wants to fight, and then you find another opportunity like that where it matches up and it makes sense. You don't want to throw a guy who's been begging for a fight and then throw him in against a world. But you want two guys of even talent who haven't fought maybe a lot and to put them in together.
Right.
Sometimes those can be the best fights out there.
Yeah, Craig is an intense guy. When I had my Harley, man, we all used to kind of ride with the same guys. And, man, I'm telling you, I've seen him hit those punching bag machines at a bar one time. I was like, good Lord, I'm glad I'm not a punching bag machine.
Well, I do like the tattoo has a bird with brass knuckles on it.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
He's got the gray beard, man. I gotta like that a little bit.
Yeah, he's in good company. All right.
I will tell you, he will come out intense.
Yep. So what you're saying is it has a good chance of not lasting too long.
Yeah,
one way or the other.
Yeah.
Liking it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so if they're taking bets on this, like the over-under,
presents Colosseum Combat 49. We are ready for bout number 3 on the amateur card, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Fighting first out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he is a freestyle fighter representing Ryan Thomas MMA and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, weighing in at 250.2 pounds with a record of 0 wins and 1 loss from Danville, Illinois, Trey Mack.
We heard him say he's with Ryan Thomas.
Yeah.
He may be like a
his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Scared Rabbit red corner.
Roy Nelson type guy, man. Good at jiu-jitsu.
Kung Fu and Kempo karate. Representing
Roy
Kokomo
surprised
Fire
people, though.
Dragon.
He's good at jiu-jitsu and had a powerful overhand right.
Club, Lewis Windows, Walt Marsh
Knocked a lot of
Barbershop,
people out in that Iron
KFD,
Chin.
Platoon
That's a
3,
huge
and his
difference.
friend Bo, weighing in at 260 pounds even. Making his debut this evening from Kokomo, Craig the Pitbull Weller.
Can you tell who brought the crowd
Josh
here?
Eric, your referee.
All right, we're all set to go here. Let's see it. Craig's definitely trying to use his strength right now. You can tell he's trying to throw some headlocks and trying to throw big punches.
And
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, and Craig's going to try to probably knock him out. I don't know what Craig's grappling. Somebody got hit right there.
Somebody's bleeding already pretty good.
And it stopped already. Wow, that was fast.
Looks like there's a lot of blood on it.
Yeah, I don't know if he caught him. I think he caught him with that knee. I saw a knee come up, and I thought that's what he caught him with.
I got a little blood on my paper right here. Trey looks a little upset that they stopped it a little quick, he thinks, but
well, in these amateur fights, I know when I was a referee, I used to tell the guys, look, you guys go to work Monday.
I'm going to stop these quicker than I would have.
Exactly.
Look.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, when they were kind of clinched, I don't know what Craig's grappling background is, but that might have been the best bet for Mack. And when I was getting ready to say it,
I would definitely.
There's that.
I would definitely think the best idea would have been to tie him up and let him kind of spend his energy.
It looked like to me, Mack was saying that he caught a knee to the groin.
Yeah, that's what I saw him going after too.
But he caught something to the nose, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's one thing we can all agree on.
All right, we got blessed with Chris Lights Out Lytle there for a little bit. He's going to go out and take some fan pictures and visit with the crowd. And I believe we're going to get ready to take maybe a short intermission here shortly.
Ladies and
3
gentlemen,
fights into our
31
6.
seconds
Here's
in
the
first
decision.
round, your winner by referee stoppage due to strikes, Craig the Pinball Weller. Your winner would like to say a few words.
I'd just like to thank all my sponsors. They were so generous to me. I was able to come out here and do this for charity tonight. Tyler. With what was left from my sponsors, I'm donating $300 to the Kokomo Fire Dragons nonprofit. These guys, they do a great job for the kids. All classes are free. Bring your kids out. They need your support. The only way that we can keep the dojo open is by having new students, no fees, donations, free will. Come help them out. I got $300 right now to go to my sensei.
Ladies and gentlemen, a humanitarian and a champion.
He did this with, that's a pretty awesome deal, 39 years old, and did it to help raise some money for the local Kokomo Fire Dragons dojo. Fire Dragons have been one of those that's been around for ever in
Ladies and
Kokomo. When I was
gentlemen,
a
we
little
will
kid.
have a brief intermission. Over here by the Colosseum Combat table, if you would direct your attention, we have 20-year UFC veteran Chris
The Fire Dragons have been
Lytle.
around for a
He is
long
currently on
time,
the bare
and
knuckle fighting
like you heard him say, it's
championship
free for
roster
kids
as
if they want to come
and
train.
the
It's just
founder
free
of
will
the Chris Lytle
donations.
Foundation Against Bullet. He is available for conversation, pictures, and autographs. Please check him out.
And
Chris
just so we're gonna take us
Lytle.
We'll take a brief intermission here, and we will be back at the B2 Fighting Series Colosseum Combat 49 in Kokomo, Indiana.
All officials, cage side, please. 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 Here we go, Kokomo. Are you ready for some more local MMA? Let me hear you make some noise.
We are back at Kokomo Event Center, Colosseum Combat 49.
On the amateur card, making his entrance to the blue corner, Gabriel Watson.
And we have one half of the Watson brothers on making his way down. 23 years old, fought at our last Colosseum Combat 48 back in February, where he won a unanimous decision over Jordan Rivers. And he was fighting 35-year-old Doug Fagan, who is making his debut tonight here at Colosseum Combat 49. We had our short. I'm sitting here talking to Zach Eddington's wife. How's it going? All right, talk to Zach Eddington's wife. She was here cheering on her husband, who's in the co-main event of the pro card tonight. It's interesting to see how these fighters, they take so much time and it takes so much time for their family. She is in the military as well and has kids, and it's just really neat to see Zach doing this stuff and his wife here supporting it, and just such a great person and nice person. So I had to say hi and speak to him. There you see Gabriel Watson with Ryan Thomas. Ryan Thomas must have brought his whole school over tonight, as he has another Watson brother coming out here in just a few fights. What's interesting is you've got Gabriel, who's the older brother, yet a little bit smaller than his younger brother. So they fight in two different weight classes.
Making his entrance to the red corner, Doug Fagan.
All right, here you see Doug Fagan getting ready to come out. Making his debut at 35 years old as well. Looks to be in phenomenal shape as well, ready to go. This would be a fun fight. Watson had that last fight, like I said, unanimous decision where he was pretty dominant, had some opportunities maybe to finish that fight. We'll see what kind of regrouping he did over the last couple months and what changes was made. And I see Nick Hyde coming out with Doug Fagan. So he trains at a very, very good school down in Indianapolis. And James Klingerman, one of my good friends. Love James Klingerman. James Klingerman Jiu-Jitsu. Nick Hyde is in the corner with Doug tonight. So you know Doug is well trained. If he does jiu-jitsu all the time, Klingerman, look for him to take this fight down and he will get a submission. And we're ready to go here. We'll go up to Brady L. Davis. He'll announce the fighters will be back in action.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to B2 Fighting Series presents Colosseum Combat 49. We are ready for bout number 4 on the amateur card. It is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Fighting first out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he is a freestyle fighter representing Ryan Thomas MMA and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, weighing in at 145 1/2 pounds with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. From Catlin, Illinois, Gabriel Sting Watson. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Charlie Stilly Stakes red corner. He's trained in jiu-jitsu and kickboxing, representing Indiana Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy, weighing in at 145.3 pounds, making his debut this from Indianapolis, Doug Fagan.
All right.
Josh Stewart, your ref.
We are ready to go. Josh Stewart getting them started. And here they go. Great catch by, oh, nice hands. If Fagan can weather this storm and get a better position, look for that jiu-jitsu to come in. But Gabriel Watson's doing a great job. He's coming out quick and fast. Strong. Got a quick takedown, some good shots. But Fagan did a great job of weathering that storm. Good job listening to his coaches. Right now it's just a battle of position up against the cage. It looks like Fagan's trying to go for that single leg takedown. And yeah, I was going to say, there goes, he's going to hook that leg and try to take him down. Watson's doing a good job of throwing some punches and just keeping busy, making him not just think about the takedown. What a camera angle from our crew here at Fast Play Sports. Good knee from Fagan. Good knee from Watson. You can tell that Fagan's wanting to get that takedown if he can. Right now, it's just a battle of position. Great knees. Oh, that's another excellent knee from Watson. 2 good knees in a row. And Watson's doing a good job of staying busy enough here to keep winning this fight in the judges' eyes. Nice job by Watson to reverse. Oh, another big knee. He is keeping that Muay Thai clinch. You saw that with his teammate Felipe earlier. Now they got a little separate. Oh, nice side kick, but Watson caught that one as well. Watson has caught both kicks that Fagan threw. Watson's just doing a great job staying busy. Oh, it looks like he's going to try to take his back. That may not be a smart move. Let's see what, well, with 10 seconds left, that's okay. Let's see what kind of ground game Fagan has. He's going for an arm bars, Watson. Triangle, and that's the end of the round. Great groundwork, too, by Watson. So he just kept that upper hand the whole time on Fagan. We'll have to see what changes Doug Fagan can make coming into this second round. Here you'll see that kick right off the bat. Boom, catch it. Couple punches. Takedown, but then he gets him with some good shots right there. Boom, 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 boom. Rapid fire. Another takedown right there. This is that battle for position up against the cage. Good knee. Another good knee right there. And you can tell that bothered Fagan. He wanted to reach out and start blocking that. Reversal from Watson. You can see that they train that Muay Thai clinch and knees at Ryan Thomas' school. You saw Felipe Martinez using it earlier, and you got Watson, Gabriel Watson using it now. So, all right, corners are getting out of the cage. And we're ready to get started. Round 2. Colosseum Combat 49, Kokomo, Indiana. Here on Fast Play Sports, I'm Justin Hahn coming to you with round 2. Nice little left jab there from Watson. You don't see Gabriel or Doug Fagan throwing that kick right now because it's been getting caught. Let's see what the hands do. These guys are both coming out swinging this round. Gabriel Watson just seems very fast, relaxed. There goes the, nice little takedown from Watson. Good job by Fagan to almost regain at least half guard there. But, and there's a reversal, and now he's on top. Let's see what happens. This is what Fagan probably wanted. We'll see if he can get this guard pass. He's got one leg over. See if he can get that other leg out. Doing a good job of pressuring the head, the neck of Watson. Watson's trying to regain guard. And reverses. Great job by Watson, man. He's doing a great job on the ground and standing, man. He looks great today. And Fagan's just trying to solve that puzzle. There's a nice right hand by Fagan. Good uppercuts from Watson. And you haven't seen he's not going to be able to finish that choke from inside of Watson's guard, and he's got to watch out for those submissions from Watson. He almost got him at the end of round 1. Let's see what he does with these legs here, Watson. I'd like to see Watson throw a couple punches from there. He just he let Fagan throw it. Here goes the arm. Fagan's got to protect that arm. Those are some good shots from Fagan. I don't know how many of them are landing, or Watson's doing a good job of moving from the bottom. And the end of round 2. Again, I think that was a Watson round right there. I think Fagan's going to have to come out and try to finish this if he wants to win this fight. I don't know if he can come out and win this right now in the judge's eyes. There you see that left hand to start off the round. Watson did a great job on the stand-up, landing some really, really good punches. And he did get hit on the ground a few times, but it wasn't anything super damaging.
For your ring card girl, Ashley.
There you can see those guys. And, yeah, that was that takedown earlier, but Watson did the right thing, went straight to guard. That eliminates that choke possibility from there. And we're ready for our third and final round. All right, good fight here. And you didn't see any leg kicks from Fagan that last round. That's because Watson kept catching him in that first round. So came out content to just box. All right, we got Mr. Lytle back. What's up, buddy?
I mean, when I was watching this fight, I just had to come do the last round because it's been the best fight of the night.
Yeah, it's been a great fight. And, you know, Fagan has thrown 3 kicks, and all 3 have been caught by Watson.
Well, this is a very technical fight. You can tell the guys are tired. They're very they're in shape, and this is the level of fights we like to see here.
Yeah. You know, Watson, I think, easily kind of went, it looked like he grimaced a little bit there.
Watson did not like that kick.
No, he didn't. Oh, and that one, you know, he just got him again in that right spot, and Watson just kind of sat down on that
Look at the look on Watson's face right now. He is hurting.
That was very odd because it wasn't any different than a lot of the kicks that he's thrown tonight.
You know, it could just be the accumulation right there. Eventually, you can say that's all I can really handle right there.
Well, I just said before this round that Fagan has to come out, I think, and win this round if he
Nice
wants to win the
reversal
fight.
right there. Did you see how he took his back right there?
That was sick.
But, wow, another great reversal.
And he's been attacking from the bottom as Watson. So I really think the first round was Watson. The second round was a close round, but I think Watson still inched it out. But Fagan is doing a great job of this in this round. This could be that second round.
Triangle choke. But he doesn't have it locked in there yet. He doesn't have it locked in there.
And Watson's been switching from triangle to armbar.
Fagan needs to pull out of this right now and get back to his feet. I think that's his best chance of winning this fight. If I'm his corner, I'm telling him right now, stand up and get away.
Yeah, I'd go back off and throw some more of those leg kicks.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking right there. Of course, it's hard to say that right now when you got the guy in half guard and you're landing punches. The referee's looking to stop it.
This could get stopped, yeah.
The referee's looking to stop this right here. He keeps getting that one-arm guillotine, but he's not able to flatten out the hips and put pressure in.
This last 30 seconds could, and...
Oh, he's about to tap. Oh, I thought he was about to tap.
Well, this is good right here. This is good for Fagan. He wanted to be in that guard if he's going to try this guillotine. Oh, and it slipped out.
Wow. I mean, Fagan's clearly winning this round, but is it too little too late?
Yeah, I think it's too little too late.
We'll see.
Yeah, that second round is really going to be a deciding factor.
Oh, for sure. I could see. Wouldn't be surprised with a split decision.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Great fight, though.
Wow.
Good fight.
That was an excellent fight. Yeah, the second round, I mean, both guys had their moments. I just felt like Watson had a little bit more.
Look at
Watson, yeah, he's hurt.
Look at Watson limping. Those leg kicks, I don't know if this is an accumulation
Well,
effect.
he only landed 2. That was the one. But then he landed 2 more after that, yeah. Because the other kicks he threw were caught. There's one. That's the one that set him down, yeah.
And you could look at the grimace on his face right now. And the referee almost up that.
Yeah,
time.
that was close. And you know what? Fagan was doing what he needed to do. That was the right thing. I think at that point with a minute left, probably staying down there was the best bet. Once he set him down with that leg kick, he probably could have backed off and let him stand up and do it again. But and this is going. Let's see if we have a pattern here. We have our first amateur fight tonight went to a decision. The next 2 were quick fights.
Yep.
our first fight back from intermission is going to a decision.
So you're predicting two quick
So I'm
fights?
predicting 2 quick ones after this. Hopefully, we'll see.
We shall see.
We'll see. You know, this is what I love about fights. I mean, where can you go? I don't even like calling them fights, to be honest with you. Competitions, because fight has such a negative connotation to it.
Yeah.
And you know, these guys sit out here, and even two guys that hate each other will come out here and fight, squash their beef, and give each other, you know, the knuckles or a hug, and it's over.
You know, the great thing was,
Ladies and gentlemen,
we have our
as
decision.
with
Let's
the bout
see.
going the distance, we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. All 3 judges scored this bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. Darn!
Wow, okay. That second round.
clearly won the third round. But
Yeah, clearly won the third.
like I said, I wouldn't have been surprised with a split decision.
No. No,
We were talking. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, in the second round, Fagan was on top quite a bit from the guard, but he was still in the guard. There wasn't a whole lot being done. That's why I was giving a little bit more to Watson. But, hey, maybe this is one they can run back to.
For sure. And like we were talking about a few minutes ago about the camaraderie or not calling it a fight or whatnot. I remember even in that last bare knuckle fight, if you watched, versus Jason Knight and Artem Lobov.
Oh, yeah.
Though there was a lot of bad blood there, a lot of talk, and then even before the last
Moving right
round,
along,
they
we're already
gave each
for
other
the
hugs
next
before
bout on
and
the
said, let's
amateur
finish
card.
this fight.
Yeah,
Making his
and
entrance
that
to
was
the blue
a
corner.
fight.
Oh, man. If you don't like that, you know,
Man.
bare knuckles clearly not
Yes.
for you because you're not going to get a better fight. But I mean, no matter how bad the blood they had beforehand, afterwards it's all over.
Yeah, it was
You know,
over.
hey, you know,
It was over. And I mean,
we settled it. There's no reason not to settle it right there, and they did.
Yep. And you know, that's a beautiful thing. Hey, I do want to touch on, right before intermission, they talked about going over. You had a booth set up for the Chris Lights Out Lido Foundation. I was lucky enough
There we go.
to be a part of it and have you come and talk to our kids at school. And, you know, I went to your social media after that and looked at a couple different things. And, you know, I saw some of our students on there saying, hey, thanks a lot, and things like, you know, and with that, and you touched on it even there that, you know, bullying is one of those things. It's always going to be around.
For sure.
And I always tell people, I don't care if we're the same color, people will pick on you for being tall or being short or being fat or being skinny or
For
being
sure.
blonde haired or dark haired. I mean, people find stuff to kind of pick at, but it's how you deal with that.
Well, that's a big part of it. You know, it's definitely human nature, and you're never going to get rid of it. So I don't even focus on trying to get rid of it. I try and touch on why you should. But
right.
I mean, no matter what, it's going to happen. So what I really want to see is, you know, the people who have the ability to start helping people who don't.
And that was a point you stressed a lot was, you know, be that one to help. And, you know, the thing I kept talking to with the kids after that, because we'd come back to the rooms and had some debriefing, I guess, if you will, on it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I said, here's the thing. I said, I've got to know Chris over the course of the last couple of years with the fights. And I said, like, I always look at you as Chris Lytle, the fighter. And when you were there talking to those kids, 90% of your talking was about the firefighting, about being a firefighter. And I said, you know, people like me outside, they lose fact of that you're a normal human being with a normal everyday job. And I just pointed out to those kids, like, you know, he could be up there saying, oh, yeah, I'm a UFC fighter, I'm this, I'm that. And that's but he talked about being a firefighter and how important that is to him. And man, that really, to me, was one of the most amazing things I think you talked about.
That was, to me, like the luckiest part I had about the whole time I was fighting was being a firefighter. Because I always tell people, I was always getting people tell me, when are you going to quit the fire department? When are you going to fight full time? And I said, never. I enjoy going to work. And there's something about when I would go to work, or I'd go to have a fight, and I'd win knockout of the night, let's say, or fire of the night, and I'd come back to the firehouse the next day. And they're like,
And
good
now
job,
making his
Chris. You know,
entrance to
you're
the
this and
red
you're
corner,
that. And
Sean
I've been hearing I'm great for the
Stan.
past 48 hours. And then all of a sudden they go, well, Chris, today you're mopping floors and cleaning toilets. I'm not that cool, you know? And it kind of put things into perspective. And then, you know, you go on a run where somebody's in a car accident and you're trying to cut them out from losing their arms or leg, you know, and it kind of really makes you think, how important was that fight? You know,
Right.
And I really look at, there's a lot of firemen who do better work than me. You know, there's paramedics who do better work at saving lives. I mean, there's doctors who do better work. I'm like, I'm not that important, and fighting's not that important. And a lot of people don't get that aspect. And that is one aspect of my life, but it's one aspect of my, it's not the aspect.
Right. Well, and I think that was, to me, one of the things that makes you a great fighter, but also a great person is, like, fighting was almost a hobby to you.
That's
you know,
exactly
where some
loved
guys,
it.
some guys do this on a full-time basis and things like that. They don't have anything to fall back on. And, you know, one of the other things you talked about was you said when you're at the fire station, there's somebody knocks at the door and they bring you a cake or something and say, hey, you know, you saved my daughter's life last week. I just want to thank you for that. I'm sitting there thinking, man, like this is a guy that just left a stadium of 30,000 screaming fans, and this woman brings him a cake saying thanks for saving my daughter's life. And I'm like, I bet you've never got a cake for fighting.
No,
I mean, you know.
And people, that's a whole different way people look at you. And you like that a little bit better than having people chant your name for hitting somebody in the face. You know, it's a little different. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the sport, but I just enjoy trying to help people. And even when I'm here, I'm trying to help people. You know, I'm trying to teach people things through our gym. You know, we have the indie boxing and grappling, free to all kids. Not about making money, it's about helping these kids develop a work ethic.
Right. Well, I tell you what, man, that was one of the things that impressed me the most and made me, you know, you weren't there necessarily to talk to me, but that's what I took out of it.
I'm there to talk to everybody.
Yeah, and I took that out of it, but that was one thing when we went back to class and I talked about with a lot of the kids and we really talked about was, you know, here's a guy that could have said, yeah, I'm a UFC fighter, bow down to me, and it was, you know, I'm a firefighter and I have to mop the floors and clean toilets on a Monday when I get back from fighting Saturday night. I just thought that was a great thing, man. And I appreciate
This is bout number 5
and I
on the
appreciate
amateur
that,
card.
man.
Scheduled for
Happy to
3
do it, man,
3-minute
now.
rounds in the
More
lightweight
importantly, we
division.
got a great fight coming
Now
up.
we're ready.
Now
That's right.
to digital blue corner.
We got a great
He's a
fight
freestyle
here.
fighter representing Sean's World.
And look at the difference in these
Sponsored
guys.
by Chuck and Clouds Vape,
You got
Kenny's
Cito
Fitness,
Nunez.
Badass Apparel, Barlow's Beard Butter,
Just over there
Tim
chilling.
Welch,
Kind of a big
Art.com,
height
and
difference.
Logan
Looks
the
like he's
Barber,
a tall
weighing in
guy.
at 154.8 pounds with a record of 1 win and 3 losses.
And
From
Sean-
Danville, Illinois, Cito.
I think that's a deceiving record, though.
For Cito?
Yeah.
Oh,
1
for sure.
3. I've seen him fight, you know. He's had some tough fights in there.
His opponent
and all
across the
losses have been
cage,
by decision.
Fighting out of the
Yeah,
Gravity
one by split
Trampoline
decision.
Park red corner. He is trained in Vilki Taido, representing 10 Bears Martial Arts, sponsored by Tactics Practice, weighing in at 153.5 pounds, making his amateur debut this evening from Dayton, Ohio, Sean Stan.
I will say, to the guys who come in with Velo usually come to throw down.
I was going to say, he came in with the coolest coach's name, though, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic Vo, man.
Yeah,
That's
he comes in to fight.
and I think Ryan Thomas must have brought his whole school over because this is I think out of 5 amateur fights, he's been here for 4 of them.
Yeah. We're going to get some work today.
Yeah.
Oh, nice kick.
Oh, that sounded like it was.
Yeah.
Did you hear a cup on that one? I could tell. Yeah,
he's holding it.
but he, you know, it didn't affect him. He did a great job of recovering and coming back. So.
He's coming straight forward.
Oh, that hurt him. That kick hurt.
He's coming. Wow, okay. Change it to the ground now.
Now, he's 22 years old making a debut. Could he, you know, for lack of a better term, blow his wad here?
Absolutely. Now, he's got to do a better job of picking his shots right here. He doesn't want to throw punches and hit the guy in the butt and the legs. He wants to hit him in the good places. Now, Cito's doing a good job right now trying to keep this close and trying to stop him from taking those hard shots. Got a good knee bar attempt right here. But
about got up. Seems like Cito's just trying to find a way to get out of here and regroup.
absolutely. But he's doing a good job of keeping us tight right now. That's what he wants to do, is make there no space. That way he can't get hit hard. Because he was clearly a little hurt there for a while. All right, what I'd like to see Sean do right now is take his time, get in a more dominant position, not waste punches with, see, like that. When he throws those
And
punches,
now look what happens. Yep.
he gives up position right now. He's got a good choke right now, but I don't know if he's going to be able to finish it like this.
Well, and with Cito being taller, is that guillotine really going to be that effective from right there?
It's definitely more difficult right
Yeah.
there. Cito's doing a little thing, little foot stomps right there. The problem is he's trying to run him right into the fence, make it very difficult.
Oh, gets reversed.
Cito did all the work right there and ends up on bottom.
Yep.
Got to be more careful as he pulls that, tries to finish that thing down. This seems like a very high-paced fight, and Sean Stant is really throwing hard punches the whole time. Body, head right now. Is he going to be able to keep up that pace? Back to the knee bar attempt right here. More of a body triangle at this point. I think he kind of lost the knee bar. Cito's trying to throw a few punches in there, but I think he's kind of fallen into this same trap as Sean is just continuing to throw from weird angles. So I think Cito's like, forget it all, do it too.
Well, he's doing a good job of maybe recovering enough right here that he can, weather the storm and get out of this round.
What I would like to see is how this fight ends up in the second round.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can say that was all Sean Stant.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, like I said, with Cito's 4 fights experience, did that do enough for him right there to prolong the fight to the next round?
Well, and I tell you something else that Cito's going to have to think about. That could be a 10-8 round.
Oh, for sure.
Because with the new scoring system and stuff, I mean, he never had one dominant position.
One more time for your
and the one where he almost got the dominant position, he ended up in the worst spot when it was all said and done.
Yeah, he had a good takedown tip, lifts him up, and got thrown to his back there. And it can be positioned, it can be damaged, and I would just say from damage down there, he definitely.
Well, and in the eyes of the judges, I mean, he did a great job of maneuvering and trying to stay out of the way of a lot of those punches, but the whole time he was defending.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter if you're avoiding most of them. If you're not throwing any back, you're not winning.
Yeah, if this does go to a decision, I would be interested to hear what these scores are. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, an awful lot of stuff being thrown.
That is not good.
I didn't see. Did he dump it on his head?
No, I think he was just trying to grab everything, and the water bottle maybe slipped out.
Yeah, I hate to see somebody slip over here.
Yeah, this is not good.
Well, it's like they're getting it kind of cleaned up. And to be honest with you, I don't think Cito's going to be too upset about getting an extra.
No, I don't think so either. But on the same hand, Sean's getting that extra break as well.
And that is one thing we're worried about. I mean, is he talking about blowing his wad?
Exactly. Is he gassing? And
we shall see.
What the referee can do if this happens maybe in between these rounds, he could take a point.
Absolutely.
So
if you think you're getting an unfair advantage.
Yeah. I'm thinking this break right here lasted longer than the actual break in between rounds.
Probably about the same. Yeah. All right.
What's talk about even just with this mat though? I mean, how different is it to fight on canvas as it is on vinyl like this is?
Vinyl, man, it depends on where you're fighting at. If they get wet and slippery, it's very difficult.
Right, yeah, because the canvas would soak up a lot of that
canvas
water.
Canvas are not going to fall no matter how wet it gets. But at something like this, it's like a slip and slide at some point. So got to be very careful right there.
I ref an event one time. It was outdoors, and it was one of those, county fairs. So it was like in the middle of June, July. And by the end of the night, we had to call the event because of the condensation on the mat.
Wow!
And it was a slip and slide out there. I had shoes on, was falling.
I bet. Take with no shoes on, jeez.
Oh, that was a nice leg right up to the air. Almost caught a knee coming in.
Looks like he's got a guillotine choke right now. Looks like he's got a tight guillotine, and he doesn't care. He just wants to throw hard punches. Does Sean Stant. Being heavy right now, you can just tell that Cito does not like the positions in running. He's done a good job of getting full guard again.
Cito's going to have to show some movement,
Yeah, see, that's the good point about the guard is when you can control their hips, but you have to control their hips. You can't just let them sit up and throw a punch. You have to push them away.
And this was a fight that was kind of put together short notice.
Oh, yeah.
So props to both guys for stepping up and fighting here. This was done maybe on a couple weeks' notice, so
I think it was less than that.
it might have been.
And position-wise, Sean Stan's just all over him right now.
Yeah, he's not giving him any breaks, is he?
He's doing a great job of position and then throwing hard punches in there afterwards. He keeps look like he's going for the mount. He keeps hitting you out in half guard. But from half guard's a really good position. Almost a great reverse.
I thought he was going to get his back, yeah.
Half guard's a very good position to get in jiu-jitsu. Not quite as good in MMA. Seems like the top guy is able to land a lot of punches and knees from it.
Yeah, it seems like maybe Nunez isn't doing a whole lot to try to get up, but he's just trying to recover that guard.
He's doing a good job of getting back in the guard, but he's not doing enough to win any of the rounds. I mean, Sean's doing a good job of just making everything count. Look at all those punches he's throwing. They're all landing pretty good. And good. He got a triangle attempt right now.
If he can get that arm across and that look, it's close to getting locked.
Is he out? Is he out?
He's pulling. He got it.
That was a close submission attempt right there.
And that's got to be crushing for Cito.
Yeah, he finally does what he can now. Maybe in the third round to be able to get tired enough for that to work. We'll see. There's 2 dominant rounds right now. That was a very good triangle attempt, but.
And both guys are slow getting up.
This could be the effects of the short training camp.
Yeah, very well. Here's some of the action from that second round. And it did look like Stan was slowing just a little bit. His knee just missed.
Look at those hard punches.
When he throws.
Hard punches he's throwing from the guard. Everything with bad intentions.
Those shots to the midsection and that's the thing, when he is throwing punches, he's throwing every one to hurt. He's not throwing it just to.
They're not feeler punches. They're not setup punches. Van Vo right there giving some tactical advice.
That's right. Fantastic. There you go. He's got to use that one.
Yeah.
I said they got the Van Vo team shorts there. All guys have the same shorts.
Cito getting the crowd hyped up. Look at him. Come on.
Maybe hype the crowd and himself a little bit for this third round to come out. And
if I were him, I'd try and keep it on my feet a little bit more, try and get some good.
He was trying to give a hug, and he's like, "No, I'll just punch in the face."
A little stiff jab.
Nice.
I'm thinking Cito, being the taller fighter, needs to try and stand back and throw some kicks.
Yeah, and he's not winning the ground game. I mean, he almost got that triangle, but almost doesn't count.
He needs to keep trying to slide out the back right now. He's got that headlock, which is very difficult to do anything with an MMA. All he can really do is punch.
Oh, man, he had his stand. Looked like he was cleared of that guard and turned right back into it.
But you know what? Why not? You can land good punches from there.
Yeah.
Or he has proven that to me. He feels like he has a much better wrestling base to me, and at the end of the day, that's really helping him out. Going for that headlock, he's got to be careful with this because there's not a lot you can do from it. You can get reversed. The guy can pop his head out the back door. You can waste a lot of arm strength in this position. And
but he's got to do something with it. That was one of the first moves I asked about when I ever took a jiu-jitsu classes. How do I get out of my brother's headlock?
Yeah.
My brother used to headlock me and throw me on the ground. Oh, that's a nice knee to the midsection.
Here's what Cito needed to land some good kicks and some punches. His arms are too tired, though.
Yeah, he looks tired.
Sean Stan's giving him opportunities right there, though. His wide open. Oh! If that lands flush.
That's a nice right hand. Landed right on the jaw. Swing and a miss. Oh, Timber.
That right there just seems to be a little too tired.
Yeah,
Cito did land a good right hand.
He
right
did,
here.
man.
Landed flush. Said Sean Stant seems tough enough. He just got to be careful with that stand. Of course, this is his debut.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. If you're Stan's coach now, if you're Van, what do you tell him when you go back?
You know, that was a great job. He showed toughness. He showed his ability to take a punch, but we don't want you taking those punches. We don't want you rushing in there and keeping your hands straight down. Even when you're tired, you got to keep the hands up and make the guy earn everything. Don't just let him haul off and hit in the face really hard.
It's kind of that work smarter, not harder type thing all the time.
And he is doing a good job of throwing hard punches when needs to, but just make sure every time you're throwing a punch, it's at a place that's going to hurt the guy.
It's going to hurt the guy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because he seems a little bit more gassed than what he was, but man, he's still going, like the little Tasmanian devil there, man. Just throwing punches. And all right, so this looks like it's going to the judge's decision. I'm going to have to say you're going to hear at least 130-26.
I would hope so.
So we'll see.
Man, good fight, though.
Yeah, the first
entertaining fight.
That first round, I think, was the big round for.
Look, and look at Sean Stant's eyes swollen up pretty good right now from that big right hand. Yeah, that's a good fight. That's the way to end off your amateur card, you know?
Yeah. Well, we got one more. We have we got the Watson brothers. Yeah, we have the second half of the Watson brothers.
Wow.
So it's right here, next page, I think. Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, there it is up top.
Okay, you're right.
Hey, let me tell you something too about this event. You see the doctor in here checking out. Mark Slater on Wednesday, the doctor that usually works for Colosseum Combat, came up ill, and they could not find a doctor. They did not find him until Thursday afternoon. So
what I heard. That's what I heard.
So it's it's a great thing, but that's to me another testament to Mark Slater and what he does to make sure the show goes on. And this guy's actually a neurosurgeon from Terre Haute that came up here to work the event, and. Such a great thing for not just the fans, but the fighters that work so hard to be here. And Slater, did what he had to do to get somebody up here, and that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, you always want to make sure, obviously the rules are you have to have a doctor, but a lot of times, like him going above and beyond and making sure they have the best medical care for people out here in the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the bout going the distance, again we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge number 1 and 2 score the bout 30-27. Judge number 3 scores the bout 30-26. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Sean Stant.
Oh, you should write these things. You write the script?
Hey, I was a judge for a while. I was a judge for about 5 years. So
yeah,
I judged and refereed. So I'll tell you that. Talking about some of the things with new rules and whatnot, I was kind of always under the idea that maybe making a fourth judge be that referee.
In case there's a draw.
In case there's some sort of draw or something. But, and I actually talked with Big John McCarthy about this when I'd done his command class out in California. And he's like, referee needs to look at different stuff, though. And I totally understand that. I totally understand that. He said, you don't want a referee sitting in there thinking, well, is that going to score points, or is the referee's in there for a different job? And that does make sense.
I like that. That makes sense.
But there's a lot of times where I refereed a fight, and it would be a decision, and I'm thinking, what did these guys just watch? But again, your view is different, and what you see from this side of the cage to the other side of the cage are two different things.
For sure.
Watson.
All right, the other half of the Watson.
Yeah, there we go. And, they both fought on the last card together, too. So
I like it. Let's keep it going. Some pretty upbeat music here.
Yeah, and he lost his debut in February at Colosseum Combat 48 in round 1 TKO. So he's, looking to get that taste out of his mouth. Again, he'll come out with Ryan Thomas. So 6 fights, and I think 5 of them are Ryan Thomas guys. So
we got to appreciate that. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah. And he'll be fighting Jonathan Cave. Now, Jonathan Cave is 27. He's 1-1. His last fight, you ready for this? January of 2012.
So it's been a while.
Almost, yeah, just over 7 years. And his fight was January 2012. We're on Colosseum Combat 49. Was at Colosseum Combat 19.
Okay. So
Okay.
there's 30 of them.
So it'll be interesting to see what Jonathan has done over the years. And some guys, like I was just talking last night to a guy that actually was a stable here for Colosseum Combat, Casey Huffman. He had fought in Bellator once down in Nashville. And I actually saw him this morning, actually, at a baseball game, high school baseball game. And, he's just like, man, I got married and had kids. And he's like, it's just life takes over. And, his kids were in baseball and his kids were in other stuff. And he said, I couldn't dedicate myself to fighting the way I wanted to. And he said, to me, fighting wasn't one of those things I could do it halfway. I had to go all in.
Well, I always talk to people and say, what happens? And it ends up being life happens. Life isn't always conducive to this. You have other responsibilities, start having kids. And we got to put everything in priority. Like you said, this isn't like golf or tennis. You can't just go in there and, I didn't train real hard to play dog today. Oh, you don't play real hard. You might not have a good game golfing. You don't get your teeth knocked out.
I agree.
You have to have total and complete dedication to make this sport work for you.
Well, that's now when you were at the fire station and you had a fight coming up.
Yeah.
Were you able to still do some did a lot of cardio?
Luckily,
Is that where
luckily, the fire department's very big on fitness. So, they want you to work out this hour a day. So I had different weight routines I would do. It wasn't about getting strong anymore. It's about total endurance. So I had endurance workouts I do to have sprints I'm doing on the treadmills. It was another training day for me. I had to eat a certain way, trying to get a little sleep.
Yeah, that's my next question, because I've got a lot of friends that are firemen, and I know how they like to cook at night. And,
that's the discipline. You got to change that up a little bit. So, there's ways you can make it work if you have the dedication, and that's what you'd have to do. I have other guys who I know who've been UFC or quality fighters, and they just have to train different.
Right. Well, and that's, the tough part with being a firefighter in Indianapolis as opposed to a small town like Kokomo is you're probably on runs all the time. Or a lot more than average.
And it depends. Like I said, that's where the discipline comes in. Like, I hate to say this, but you're like, I want to try and get a nap in, after my morning stuff I have to do. So at noon, I might have to try and lay down and get a nap. It may be difficult, and we may not be able to because of runs, but you never know. At night, you might get 3 runs. So then you get no sleep, and it's hard to not get any sleep all day and no sleep at night, and you'll train hard the next day. So, you have to do things sometimes you don't want to do. Like, I'm an adult. I feel like a little kid would have to go put down for a nap. So there's Jonathan Cave, looks ready to go. We shall see here. All right, like I said, let's see if this 7-year layoff.
Well, and I have Quentin Watson is 18 years old in here fighting. So he's
he doesn't look 18.
No, he doesn't look 18, and he's the bigger of the Watson brothers, but
Ladies
and Gabriel
and
was
welcome to B2
23,
Fight
so
Series presents
he could be the younger
Combat
guy.
49. We are ready for bout number 6, the final bout on the amateur card. It is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Fighting first out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he is a freestyle fighter, representing Ryan Thomas MMA and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, weighing in at 183.4 pounds, with a record of 0 wins and 1 loss. From Catlin, Illinois, Quentin Doomsday Watson!
A lot of cheers, a few boos.
Yeah.
His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the All-American Auto red corner. He is trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and kickboxing, representing Headbangers Kickboxing Academy, weighing in at 193.6 pounds, with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. From Indianapolis, Jonathan King! Josh Stewart, your referee.
His first fight in 2011, he won by armbar. So his, he has that capability to maybe submit Quentin Watson here. We'll see what's going to happen. But if you look at this fight, just from the naked eye, you're not sure.
Well, yeah, that's true, but I've learned a long time ago you gotta get away from that.
Yep.
These looks can be deceiving.
Well, that's what I love about MMA is if you see two guys that getting ready to fight and you think, oh, this poor guy, and I mean, look, you see Cave come out, do a good overhand right and get the takedown.
Get right in. That's some experience. That's some craftiness right there. Going right to Mount.
And
wow.
he's in Mount.
He's walking him right to the center of the cage right there.
Oh, and the reversal.
Wow. Pull that
Going for that arm. Yep.
Good defense right there. I thought he might have had a good chance at that right there. Watson looks very relaxed right now. Achieving side mount very quickly. And he's just relaxing right now. He's not looking to throw heavy punches.
Oh.
He tried a strange submission, ended up in a bad position for it. Cave going for the armbar once again.
Yeah, Cave's looking good right now.
Trying to get this arm lock once again.
He's got it out. Can he switch it? Let's see. He's backed him out. Uh-oh.
Tough spot to end this arm bar from.
It looks like he's giving up some of it. He's getting kind of high, like he can get rolled again.
Can't see what's going on over there. Can't really see how he's got this arm. Looked like Watts was about to tap, but he obviously not. He's out the position right now. I can't tell what's going on from there.
And the strength.
And look at that. Watts was able to push him off again.
Yeah. Oh, he got hurt with that punch. And it stopped.
Very quick stoppage.
That was a quick stoppage. I think just because he turtled up.
He turtled up.
He thought he was out, but yeah.
I think he was kind of turtling up before the punches were thrown.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he was defending himself. I mean, I really didn't give him much of an option.
He landed a good right hand, and then it looked like Cave started to turtle up, and he threw a second punch, and I think Josh Stewart thought he was out, but yeah,
I mean, I think, you want to make sure that they're not getting hurt, but, I think you want to give a little more communication here.
Right, there's the first one. That one.
Boom.
And then he was just coming up to his knees, it looks like. But he was covering up. And he wasn't
covering. Yeah, I don't know. But that's where, like I said, as a fighter, I like to talk to the referee and tell him, hey, if something happens, I'm still moving, don't stop it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Cave has nothing to be upset about, man. He was really winning that round, I think, until
he did some good things.
Yeah. I just think the strength of Quentin was too much.
Yeah, Quentin did a very good job of being able to get out of those mounts, not positions he was able to sit up.
Your referee, Josh Stewart, calls a stop to the action due to strikes. Your winner, Quentin Doomsday Watson!
That is it for the amateur.
That's it. We're getting ready for.
We go straight in.
I'd like to take this opportunity to wish a very happy birthday to Carter Mills.
I could probably see him getting ready to take an intermission and then coming back, but we'll see.
We'll take a brief intermission and we will be back with the professional card.
All right, we got 3 more fights, the professionals, and we'll be back. Yeah, man.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All officials, cage side, please. All officials, cage side, please.
Sometimes I feel like I'm drowning when you're there to save me, and I wanna thank you with all of my heart. It's a brand new start, a dream come true, and
All officials, cage side, please. All officials, cage side, please.
We are back at Kokomo Event Center in Kokomo, Indiana with the B2 Digital Fight Series Colosseum Combat 49, ready to start our pro part of the card. I am joined again with Chris Lights Out Lytle.
Very excited for this pro card. I don't know if you've really seen many of the fights on here, people, but we got some really good ones. Like you were saying earlier, we have fights here that could be main events, and they're not main events.
Exactly.
That's a sign of a good card.
Well, that's just it. Like, each one of these fights are intriguing in their own way. You know, there's something about each one of these guys. You have an NFL player getting ready to come out, Super Bowl champion, against Jordan Mitchell, who's fought here numerous times,
making his entrance to the blue
and has had some really good battles
Smith
in Colosseum Combat.
Well, just knowing the guy is an NFL player just puts on a different level of athleticism right there.
Yeah, and you know, he fought here in February.
Yep.
And had a great showing against Zach Eddington and really almost won that fight. He had a good takedown where Zach kind of had to shake the cobwebs out.
Oh, yeah, I thought he knocked him unconscious.
Yeah, and you know, he's 0-3, but, you know, judging from that last fight, I mean, he could have easily won that fight. And I don't know about his other two. So, you know, he called Mark right away and said, hey, I want to come back and fight again, man. I loved it. And he said I can do better. So
and that's the attitude you want to see. You know, if I can learn from my losses and improve and get better. Like I said, we talked about Van Vo. Van Vo was like 1-10.
Yeah.
Comes back and with complete confidence and gets a couple good victories right away.
Right.
So,
well, and I think, too, that says a lot. I mean, a lot of fighters do it, like you said, with Van, but for Justin Smith. I mean, this guy probably doesn't need to fight, you know. And it's like you. He's doing it because he loves the sport. He loves the competition. And for a guy that had played in the NFL and the Super Bowl, he did. He saw what hey, I can do better. Give me another shot. I'll come back to Kokomo, Indiana, and fight. I mean, when he didn't need to. So it's awesome.
I look forward to seeing the fight.
I am too.
He comes out right now. Let's see how he does.
Yeah, and he's like, 30, 40 years old almost, and I think he's 40, and still in phenomenal shape, man.
Absolutely.
Phenomenal shape.
Like I said,
he's got Van Vo in his corner, man. Check it out.
He's no fool.
Yeah.
Like I said, those NFL guys, they're a different breed, just athletically. You have to be kind of a genetic freak just to be at that level.
Yeah, we talked about him fighting Zach Eddington last. Zach will be fighting next fight against really the fight I want to see, which is Dustin Parrish and Zach. And earlier before you were here, I said I think that fight could catapult either one of those guys into maybe even a bigger show down the road because Zach's record isn't as great as what it is, but man, he fights anybody and everybody and is always in a fight. And Dustin has been around for a while and.
Yeah, Zach's just a tough, gritty guy. You know, he's going to be there, puts on a difficult fight for everybody. You're going to have to really beat him the whole time if you're going to beat him. You know, and he's going to be pretty tenacious to come after you. That beats a lot of people. And Justin's nickname is the math teacher.
I'm assuming he's a math teacher.
I thought it just came here like to school people. I don't know.
I think he's ready to kick some math.
Kick some math?
Yeah.
Time to go to school.
And now making his way to the red corner, Jordan Mitchell.
And here you see Jordan Mitchell. He's 28 years old. He's 5-10 as a pro, but he was 6-1 as an Ami. He's on a 2-fight win streak now. So
that's good.
Yeah, and
in the right direction.
And actually, his last fight that he had here at Colosseum Combat, which was against Jonathan Ivey, and it was a controversial fight. If you remember, he was in a leg lock, shocker, against Ivy, and was landing some punches, and Ivy let go of the hold, and a lot of he was like, no, I was fine. Mitchell was. He's like, I was fine. But referee thought he yelled out in pain, and that's why he stopped it. But
Ivy's had a couple of strange fights here lately.
Yeah, he has.
Like with the Travis Fulton.
Yes. And speaking of Travis Fulton, our promoter Mark Slater just got a nice care package from Travis Fulton last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, lots of autographed pictures and stuff.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, Franklin's no slouch. I'm telling you, he was hitting Jonathan Ivey with some major punches, and Ivey went to crank on the foot, and the referee felt like Mitchell kind of yelled in pain, but it was more of maybe a grunt to get his foot out, and a little controversy ensued. But
man, I'm like an old school guy. I'm like, I don't want to stop no matter what.
Yeah.
And like one of my buddies, Dan Thomas, he talked about the time when he was refereeing, and Jorge Rivera was actually telling the story, and he was saying that he refereed one of his first fights, and he said, "You remember what you said at the meeting?" And Dan's like, "No." He said, "You walk in and told everybody I ain't stopping nothing, so you better tap out if you get hurt." And everybody was like, "Oh," it was back in like the 90s,
the early days, yeah.
So things were different, but I love that. I'm not stopping nothing. You better tap out. That was when they let anybody referee. There's no classes. It was like the Wild Wild West.
Well, it showed there that Jordan,
He dances his way in.
yeah, that he,
Mitchell, yeah, he's fired up.
that he trains there, and it says he's from Kokomo with Gaha, but you know, I think he's actually from Marion and
Ladies
comes
and
over and does some
gentlemen,
cross
welcome
training
to
with those guys.
YouTube Fighting Series presents Colosseum Combat
Like he
49
gets some
here
dance
in Kokomo,
steps in somewhere,
Indiana.
too.
Yeah,
We are
yeah,
ready
he's
for
moving
the pro
around there.
card. This first bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Fighting first out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he is a freestyle fighter. He is an independent fighter, sponsored by STX Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Second Nature Muay Thai, and 340 CrossFit, weighing in at 209.6 pounds, with a record of 0 wins and 4 losses. Fighting out of Indianapolis, Indiana, by St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Justin, the math teacher, Smith.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, I think he went to
His
Warren
opponent
Central
across the
High School,
cage.
maybe. Oh, geez.
Fighting out of the Ink Therapy red corner is a freestyle fighter representing Team Pitbull, sponsored by Total Devastation, Team Vigilante, Brat Studio B, and Altercation Fight Team, weighing in at 240.5 pounds, with a record of 8 wins and 11 losses. From Marion, Indiana, Jordan, the Iron Man, Mitchell! Josh Stewart, your
Hey, so I
referee
just
in
checked
charge
with
of the
Mark
action.
Slater and asked if Justin Smith does live in Indy. He said no, he's still in St. Croix. That's where he's
Okay.
teaching, and he flies back to do this.
Nice.
So, but from Indianapolis originally.
Okay, I see.
This will be a very good fight. I don't know if this will go a distance, but we'll see. We know Smith has the cardio to go the distance. But I think
I'd
you'll
say both guys do.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you'll see. I think Mitchell trying to end it. There's a nice takedown attempt.
Not.
Nice knee from Smith.
Trying to attempt in a good right hand.
And you know, you do have the big difference in fights. Counting the pro fights, you've got 11 and 11 for Mitchell.
You know, that is a huge difference to me, the fight experience. You can tell he's the more relaxed fighter out there. To me, that makes it where even if you're not as good athletically or even maybe not even as good of a fighter sometimes, you figure out ways to pull out victories.
And that may, oh, nice. There is a lot of length to Smith. He's got that long
Absolutely.
leg, long arms.
You know, that comes into play a lot of times, the experience. You can pull out some wins you shouldn't, but at the same time, there is a level of athleticism that makes it to where no matter how much experience you have, it doesn't help. I can think of when Randy Couture fought Brock Lesnar. Brock just so big and strong, he hit him once and knocked him out. Wow,
Oh, that's a nice big kick.
big left leg kick. I don't think Smith's wanted to take too many of those.
Oh, nice right hand. Looked like he maybe caught him just off balance, though.
Yeah.
Inside.
We got Jordan Mitchell. Looked like he changed stance right there. He was left-handed. He's right-handed.
Yeah. Mitchell definitely seems more relaxed. Just, all right, I'm cool.
He looks like he understands a little bit more when to be explosive, when not to.
Well, this is a 5-minute fight now as opposed to those 3-minute amateur fights.
Huge different. Good leg kick right there.
Oh. Here we are right in front of us.
Now, Jordan right now needs to be using his weight, trying to make Justin Smith a little tired by holding him out. Doing a good job with the double underhooks right there, throwing little knees.
Bang it in there again. Shoot it in there. Bang that inside in again. There you go. Soften them up. Bust it in there again. Bust it in there.
Right now it's that chess match, isn't it? Who's
Yeah,
gonna-
people don't realize there's pretty much like isometric strength going on right now, like an isometric burn where you're flexing the whole time right now, trying to fight just a little bit. If you look up at all, the other guy is going to take you down.
Well,
So very tiring right here.
Yeah, and I love when I hear like the fans yell, just move, just move.
Yeah,
if it was that easy.
Here's the thing, I'm trying to move the whole time. The other guy's trying to stop me from moving. That's where it's an isometric. It's like flexing your arm right now for 2 minutes. It's pretty difficult to do. Like you see some knees right now. Good knee there, exactly
Another
there
one.
we're talking about. Now it's about who can land the knee right now. Oh, wow.
That was some strength right there.
There's that NFL ability we talked about.
Yeah, that's going around the tight end to the hit the quarterback right there.
Trying to
He's
get the
gonna
hook
take
in.
his back
Got
if-
one hook in right now. Trying to get the choke. Trying to get the choke. And Jordan's got to keep
He's got
his
that.
chin down. What he really wants to do now is give up his back if he has to, instead of giving that choke up.
It seems like it's more on the chin, but I don't see Mitchell fighting it at all.
Well, I don't think he feels a sense of urgency to right now. It'd be a waste of time to really fight it hard. So right about now, he might want to try and get his back to the mat. It's very tough to fight. It's to choke somebody with their back to the mat. And luckily right now for Jordan, Smith is looking to get some.
He might grab an arm here if he can get his head over. Yeah, that's what I saw that grip. He started getting on that arm. I thought.
There's still only 20 seconds left. That's a long time when you're trying to keep that arm. 20.
And he could swing into a triangle if he can get it. Yeah. Now he's got the arm
10
back. Maybe.
seconds left. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Wow.
That's a good finish.
Wow.
Good finish for Smith, man. That
Very good.
Do you think that was enough to win this round for him? Or
I do, because it was a very close round.
Yeah.
Nobody really was able to take position, but that right there should be enough to earn that round, in my opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen,
in a
please don't
fight,
forget
in a
the
round
official
where one
after
person's
party
kind
at
of
Moe's
dominant,
River
you
Room,
can't really
straight
steal it with a
down
last-second
931.
triangle or armbar
Moe's
attempt, but
River
when it was
Room,
very close.
The official Colosseum Combat after party. One more time, how about a hand for your ring
I
girl,
thought
Ashley?
Smith did a good job. I mean, he didn't take any damage, and really at the end, man, he had some really smooth transitions from even the rear naked choke to the back to the arm to the triangle.
Mitchell did a good job of not taking much damage and staying alive right there, not getting submitted. But who knows what would happen if there's another 15 seconds in that round.
Yeah, for sure. That jiu-jitsu reminded me of the great mule, Clint Macklin, when he used to fight in Colosseum Combat back in the day.
Well, it wasn't that good, but it was still pretty.
A lot of people don't know who Clint is, but yeah, look him up. Loving it.
All right, let's see what happens here in the second round.
Yeah, I was amazed at how easily Smith kind of threw Mitchell down with that one arm.
I mean, yes and no. When you just look at these two guys, yes, but when you think about the experience from football,
Right.
no,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
at all.
Yeah, I know. That's a
Back in this position right here, like I said, very advantageous for Jordan Mitchell. Justin Smith needs to do exactly what you said, just move.
Yeah,
More difficult than it seems.
yeah, and it seemed like maybe Mitchell doesn't want to have that distance and catch a few punches, and
But, like I said, when they were at that distance, I thought Mitchell was very good at being the aggressor
Yeah.
when he wanted to. Like, he wasn't taking too much.
there were a couple good knees from Smith.
But those are in close.
Yeah.
That's not from a distance. It's very easy for us to sit here and say, oh, it looks fine when you're out there. But
Yeah.
when you're on the receiving end of one of those punches or kicks, it changes everything.
A nice knee from Mitchell in that one. He's got to watch the back of the head on there. He might get told.
Oh, he did the
yeah.
double fisted. And I think Justin Smith wants to get this fight back to the ground, to be honest with you.
Yeah, his ground game was very good.
Trying to get that trip right there. Oh, good knee by Jordan right there. I wouldn't be surprised to see the referee break him back up here in a second because not too much action's going on right here.
And there it is. Oh, a little too late, though. That's all right.
All right. This is where the people want to see the fight anyway, so. Exactly. Some good advice by Mitchell's corner right now. They him to move as soon as he hits the cage. That's what you want to see. Don't let the guy push you in there. Once he does, move him immediately instead of settling. Once he settles, it's hard to move him.
Oh, nice elbow. Man, that cage can be such a curse and a blessing, couldn't it?
Yeah, if you're the guy who's using it to stay up, it's a blessing. If you're the guy trying to get the guy out down, you're like, man, this guy's got 3 legs. It's hard to get him on the ground.
Oh, nice elbows. Oh, those are good. Oh, he's hurt. He's out. He's out.
Wow.
I was going to say that looked like Travis Brown elbows there. That was some good elbows. What a fight, man. Good job by Mitchell. Once those elbows started hitting, he did not stop. What a show from Mitchell. Man. And Smith was doing such a great job in this fight. He actually hurt his elbow, I believe, throwing those. He's holding his arm. Those elbows were hard. Here they come. Starts on that side. Switches and just lets him go. Man. And there you see Smith go out. Man. What? And Smith is smiling. He's happy now. What a showing by both guys. What a showing by both guys. Great job. Wow. I don't know if we can see that again, man, with those elbows landed. What a great job. And, you know, Justin Smith is up, walking around, and is happy for it. Let's go up to the decision here with Brady L. Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 2 minutes, 41 seconds into the second round, your winner by way of knockout, Jordan, the Iron Man, Mitchell!
Your dad is on one tonight. He's freaking down. He's fucking on.
Jordan, got a couple questions for you here, big guy. Great fight, great victory. You look like you were in some serious trouble there at the end of the first round. Can you walk me through that?
And to be honest, I can't remember what happened there in the first.
He had you in a arm position right there.
Oh man, training with Gara, training with my coach Dave. Man, I actually still coming a mile away. And everybody know me, I got a strong grip. I ain't letting go, I don't care who it is. Ain't nobody gonna submit me in this cage.
Well, there, and then it seemed like you were in a very good position. In the second round, he got in deep, and you landed some elbows. You just think that these are landing real good. Walk me through what happened at the very end of the fight there.
Well, I knocked out somebody before doing that, so I was like, you know what, I'm tired. I just want to take my last card out my hat and see if I can knock him out like that.
All right, well, good fight. You have everything you're looking forward to in the future? Anybody even to fight next?
Oh, yeah, hold on. First, June 8th, I have a fight in Missouri. I ain't worried about that right now. But there is somebody I want to fight out there. His name's Christopher Curtis. I want to drop down that. Who's the hell now? All right, but all jokes aside. Christopher Curtis spoke with my kids disrespectfully, and I told him, 85, I'm undefeated. You don't want to see me there. He said he wanted 85, so hopefully Slater can set that up. But if not, Tyson Triplett come out retired when you was talking shit too, and Christopher Bill, whatever the hell your name is, Titties, I want you too. So line him up. I'm on my way to 85 to get Christopher Curtis, but I will knock him out.
All right, good luck here. Thank you.
All right.
Again, your winner.
Jordan Mitchell has a couple call outs for some of these guys.
Jordan Iron Man Mitchell.
And that is going to move us to our next pro fight. And like I said, one that could be a main event. Let's have Chris come here. You see the ending of that, Chris. You can see his hand just kind of go out. And he drops right down. And I said, what's weird is the guy that won, I think he was hurt worse because he's been holding his elbow since he walked away.
Well, he won the battle. He might not have won the war.
Exactly, yeah. So
Yeah.
and it's got to be heartbreaking for Smith because he was really
He was in
controlling
control
that whole
of the fight for
man.
a lot of it. Yeah, he was doing a lot of positive things.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to get that elusive win sometimes,
Yeah.
and every time he has it like snatched out of his hands, so.
Yeah, both fights he's had
Ladies
here
and
at
gentlemen,
Colosseum
first we
Combat.
would like to
I mean,
introduce
he
a
easily
very
could have won
A very special
either
guest we
fight
have
at-
with us this evening. If you
before
would
the
please
end
stand
or
and be
even in a
recognized.
decision had it
We
gone to a
have Frank-
decision.
Absolutely.
So,
And then
Frank Martin in attendance.
It just
he
happens,
is
man.
representing Indiana Boxing and Grappling. He is the first champion of the National Golden Gloves in Indiana since 1993, and he does have a pro record right now of 8-0. He is undefeated. Thank you for being here, Frank.
announcement for Frank Martin right there.
Here we go. And now
Indianapolis'
making his
own,
entrance to the blue
which
corner.
is nice, undefeated professional fighter. Probably the best guy we've had around in many years for a chance to be a national champ. Like I said, only guy from Indiana to win the National Golden Glove since 1993.
Have you worked out with him?
Yeah, Frank's the beast. He's unbelievably gifted and athletic. So.
And how old is he?
Oh, geez, he's young. He's probably, I don't know, 23, 24,
Wow.
25.
Does he want to stick with the boxing or?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you have the ability to possibly be a world champ, we're telling him stick with that. You know, if he wants to try, and here's the good thing, the beautiful thing, he had a wrestling background. I think he made the state in wrestling.
Wow.
If he wants to go to MMA at some point, he could, but we're saying, hey, why not try and take advantage of your boxing skills?
Yeah,
right
I mean,
now?
that's awesome to hear, man. Here you see Zach Eddington, man.
yeah.
I'm telling you, I love watching Zach fight. He's just one of those guys that, man, he against Justin Smith last time, I thought he was knocked out. Gets up, ends up reversing and getting a rear naked choke. He's always in every fight. And you know, Dustin Parrish, this is not an easy fight for him.
No. And like I said, that's the beauty. They're not putting on easy fights for a thing. Not putting on easy fights.
Well, look at this. The two losses Eddington has as a pro are to Aaron Highball and Sean Fallon, who's fighting tonight.
In an absolute bloodbath. That's a tough
that
fight
was
all
a
the way
great
around.
fight.
He was on top most of the fight. Took a lot of elbows from the bottom.
Right. And
that's how he lost.
Well, and Highball's one of those guys that he comes in here and pretty much dominates most fights when he's in them.
When he's on, he's on. He's tough to deal with. He's very athletic. He's tall. He's lanky for that weight class. He's tough to deal with.
And both of those losses were decisions. They weren't finishes.
Yeah.
So that's that just shows how strong and how durable Zach Eddington is, man.
Absolutely. And like you said, when he took a huge slam last time, landed right on his head/neck.
Yeah.
Could have very easily just quit right there and packed it in, but he didn't.
Hey, there was talking about that landing on the head. There was just a recent
Rose with the UFC. Is that what you're thinking? Rose.
Yeah,
UFC.
Rose Namajunas, yeah. And you know, and I actually argued this with John McCarthy before in the past because I had a fight similar to that where a guy was in a guillotine against a wrestler. The wrestler scoops him up, takes him off his feet, and dumps him down on his head. And the whole spiking thing in MMA is strictly in a pile driver type situation. Because, as McCarthy said, and I totally get it, the fighter that is being slammed, like Rose, she could have let go of that hold. And I get that. But do you think there's some points where, I mean, you know, a guy's in a guillotine, you double leg, take him up. Even if, once that guy's off the ground, he can let go, but he's still probably going to end up on his head or neck.
Well, you know, that's difficult sometimes this stuff happens so fast when you're up there, it's hard to get your arms out.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you have a good tight choke, it's hard just to bail out and let go. At the same time, I know if you have a triangle choke and somebody picks you up off the ground, you do have the opportunity to let your legs go and just bail out.
Right.
So and I'm an old school guy. I'm a believer that, you know, if you want to hold on to that and go for the choke, then you can get what's coming to you. For example, Matt Hughes, when he got choked unconscious, you know, by Carlos Slim with a triangle choke, they basically gave it to the first guy who woke up, which was nuts to me. It's not really how you do it, but that's what they did there. So
yeah, because he was really out first. Yeah,
I've seen it where, you know, the guy getting slammed gets put out, and the guy who goes for the slam gets put out. So how do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just more of an old school mentality of, you know, as a fighter, you know, you should be prepared for everything, and that's what I believe.
Well, that's what I loved about McCarthy. I did my training with him, and then I came here
Ladies
to
and
fight.
gentlemen,
I had one that I wasn't sure about. I sent him an email. He calls me back like 2 days later, looked at the fight and said, man, I think you made the wrong call. I think it should have been this way, and I got to appreciate that.
This is your co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Fighting first, out of the B2 Digital blue corner, he is trained in wrestling.
Is it me or does
jiu-jitsu,
Edison have like freakishly long
representing
arms?
Vickers Martial Arts, sponsored by
know, from
Andy's
there,
Collision
I think you're
Repair.
right.
Attorney Charlie's here.
Maybe his
Terre
shorts are
Haute
just
Fitness
down low. I
Center,
don't know,
weighing in at
up high, I don't know,
170
something's
and
wrong.
1/2
Optical
pounds with a
illusion,
record of 3 wins and 2 losses.
Like he's been
from
walking around with
Brazil,
weights.
Indiana,
Just made his
Zach Eddington.
That being the case, he better throw a lot more jabs.
Yeah. I've never
His
noticed that
opponent
before.
across
Neither,
the
dude,
year,
just
fighting
said it.
out of the Ink Therapy red corner is a freestyle
Maybe it's just a
fighter
really
representing
short body.
America
You don't
Top
know what
Team.
the fuck
Yeah.
is.
Sponsored by Ink Therapy, DGW Construction, and GFY Gear. Weighing in at 168.2 pounds.
It looks like he's in
with a
good
record of
shape for
7
power.
wins and 3 losses.
Always been
From
a-
Plainfield, Indiana, Dustin Bam Bam Perry.
Well, and I
Trent
think
Janosi,
with
your
Dustin,
referee.
to me, I think you're going to see that the good technical part of MMA. And with Zach, it will be technical, but he's a brawler, and he'll come out.
More of a grinder, just
Yeah, grinder,
muscle,
exactly.
yeah.
Great. Yeah, this is a great fight. I'm excited.
You can tell Zach wants to get the fight to the ground. He comes in right away. I'd like to see me some more of those long arms we talked about, some punches. Oh, thought a good knee was going to turn into a slip. It's like Eddington's very happy to be in this position right here. And look at Dustin Paris as she's old school Gracie, open-handed slaps to try and just not really to hurt him, not to hurt his hand, just to kind of piss him off a little bit.
Yeah. Well, if you can get him to move a little bit and shift his weight, and he might work a sweep in. He's got that butterfly. No, he didn't. I thought he had a butterfly hook in there, but.
And I don't care what you say. Some of those pops of the ear can happen with open-handed palm.
Well, that's your equilibrium right there, man.
Yeah. He's controlling the wrist right now. What I'd like to see, Paris controlling that wrist and look to the triangle choke on.
Just like, we were talking about earlier with I think it was Stant that was throwing those bombs from the ground.
Yeah.
These punches with Eddington, they're just kind of tapping just to get him to.
Yep. He wants to land the big punch to the head, so
Yeah.
he's just throwing body, looking for that opening to the head. And Paris did do a good job right there trying to throw the triangle choke. Go ahead.
Well, and that's, I was going to say, here goes an arm. Let's see.
Armbar attempt. Good reversal.
Great.
Good reversal. Right into
And he's in
armbar.
a great position.
Yeah, Zach's in serious trouble right now. He better
Here
get
it
him. He's in serious trouble.
Did he tap? Oh,
Wow.
he did get the tap. Man, good job, Parrish. Bam Bam with the arm bar. What a great job by Parrish. Swung right around, got a great arm bar, great reversal, and finished a very, very tough Eddington. Actually, in his only finish as a pro, I'm not even sure about if he was finished as an AMI. I think his 2 losses in AMI may have been decisions as well. Great job, Parrish. Parrish just walked by and said, hard to finish, isn't he? Yeah, he finished him and he knew it. And, this is really the best shape I've seen Parrish in, man, for a long time. He looks phenomenal. We're going to go up and get the decision with Brady L. Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute, 39 seconds in the first round, your winner due to tap out by armbar, Dustin Bam Bam Parrish!
Now we'll go up to Chris Lights Out Lido with the winner, Dustin.
All right, hey, that was a great finish, great fight against a very quality, tough opponent right now. How you feeling right now?
I'm freaking out right now, just a little bit. That dude is a son of a gun. He is beyond durable, pain in the butt to finish, and I am beyond happy to have finished him like that.
That was a beautiful armbar you transitioned to. Is that a move you like to do, or you just saw what happened there?
I mean, I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt under that savage right there. He knew what I could do. He told me I could stay there and take it.
Excellent, excellent. What about next? What do you want to do? Great victory for you. Big things coming. What do you want to do next?
All right, I got to thank a few people. BGW Construction, thank you for everything. Ink Therapy, I know they're not here tonight, but amazing people have been with me for a long time. GFY Gear have been with me since I was a nobody amateur. I have great people around me, the people at American Top Team, Contenders Wrestling Academy. Those people are always around me and they do whatever they want. I'm about to take a little bit of a sabbatical. My beautiful wife there in the white dress is pregnant. We're going to have a baby in September. So I'm going to take a little sabbatical. I'll be back late this year, early next. I want to get to know little Brody a little bit before I jump back in here. But, I got great people around me, Chris, and it seems like you're going to be one of them soon.
Well, hey, man, I'm glad to hear you got your priorities straight. That's first and foremost. But we love seeing you out here and can't wait to see you fight again. Thanks, brother. Congratulations.
All right, there you have it. You've got Dustin Bam Bam Parrish, and he's going to take a little bit of a break. This is his second fight in 2019, his second win in 2019 as well. He rebounded from 2 losses in 2018.
One more time, your co-main event
great
winner,
job
Dustin Bam Bam
by Dustin Bam Bam Parrish, and I believe we are ready to go with our main event.
We'd like to take this time to thank some of our sponsors, please. Charlie's Philly Steaks, Hometown Realty, Scared Rabbit, On-Site Services, Top of the Line Auto Detail, Rock 98.5, One More Gym, Unlimited Chiropractic, Fast Play Sports, The Elbow Room, Oscar's Pizza, Big Unc Aaron Fox, Ink Therapy, All-American Auto Service, Hog Heaven, Trent Family Autos, Schaefer Handy Services, La Quinta Inn, New Breed, Barlow's Beard Butter, Barker's B&K, Badass Apparel, and The Relax Place. Your referees this evening have been Josh Stewart and Trent Genosa. Judges, Seth Ratcliffe, Scott Jones, and Jay Hunsucker. Your timekeeper, Margot McGowan. Your cage side physician, Dr. G. Andrew Wilson. Your inspectors have been Tim Parker and Jason. And your commissioner sitting cage side is Joanna Holland. Kokomo, are you ready for the main event of the evening?
All right, Brady L. Davis getting them fired up, ready for this main event.
All right, let's do this. Making his entrance to the blue corner, Sean Fallon.
All right, we got Sean Fallon making his way down, 33 years old. He has his 9-6 pro record tonight coming in. Actually has won 6 of his last 7 fights. And this is going to be a tough fight for him, but it's going to be a tough fight for Dan Head as well. Dan making his retirement fight. Fallon began his career in 2011 as an amateur, where he went 10-4 in 14 fights, and turned pro in 2014. He has only been stopped once, back in 2015. And like I said, he is 6-1 in his last 7 fights. Pretty impressive for Fallon. Coming out and trains with some tough guys.
All right. Sean Fallon.
Shake and bake. That's I still know him as, man. You know, I was just saying he's 9-6 in pro, but he's 6-1 in his last 7 fights.
Yeah, you know, he's another one of those guys who started off and he just took any fight he can. He's fought up at 205 and 185, and you know, you just gotta appreciate a guy who wants to fight as much as he can, but you have to be smart about this at some point. Those days are gone. You can't just fight at any time, anywhere, any given time. So now he's here, he's training, you know, at IBG with Pat McPherson, a lot of good fighters. So I think he's doing a lot better lately.
Well, and you know, the thing that stands out to me is, with his pro and AME record, you're talking 19-10. He's only been finished one time in those 10 fights.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so
I do know too. He had a fight where he got punched in the face and he broke his orbital socket in the first round. And
that was it. I think that was the only one that was not a decision. I think it was an injury is why he was out.
I thought he finished that fight.
He may have. Okay, he may have.
I don't know.
He may have, but I thought the injury is what took him out of the fight that he did not.
Okay, well, I think this was a different fight.
Okay,
so, like I said, I remember being impressed with, hey, you broke your orbital socket in the first round, you kept going the whole time. That's impressive.
Yeah, we may not be able to talk in a minute once Daniel comes out because the crowd is going to.
Some more 80s music right here. Yeah. Another old school guy right here, which we like.
And you know, I was talking earlier. Could this be his retirement fight, as he has said? I don't know, man. He's one of those guys. He's always fighting, and you know, here's what's funny is he's 32. Sean is 33. Daniel actually began fighting in 2006.
Okay.
So 13 years ago. Yeah. And most of his fights were non-sanctioned early in the days because before sanctioning didn't start in Indiana until 2009.
Yeah.
And so he had 3 years worth of fights that weren't even sanctioned, you know, against a lot of guys that turned out to, you know, continue in MMA and have big names. But Daniel's one of those, man, when he's on. And
very, very slick submission.
Slick.
And you'd have to think that Fallon knows that. Fallon's got to be very careful of any groundwork. But I don't think either one of these guys like to mix it up on their feet very much.
No,
so that's what it is going to be a ground fight.
Well, and I would like to see, you know, Fallon, I can see those elbows coming in like they did against Eddington back in that fight. And, you know, Dan's got a lot of scar tissue from lots and lots of fights. He's in the intro to our Fast Play Sports Colosseum Combat intro with some blood on his face. And, you know, those elbows from Fallon are deadly.
They're pretty lethal.
Yeah.
He's used them in several fights that I've seen.
Yeah. And Daniel's just happy to be here.
Yeah, you can tell he's living in the moment right now, enjoying it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to B2 Fighting Series presents Colosseum Combat 49 here in Kokomo, Indiana. We are ready for the main event of the evening.
Wow,
it is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Fighting first out of the B2 Digital Blue Corner, he is trained in kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, representing indie boxing and grappling. Sponsored by Bad Boy Bail Bonds, weighing in at 173 1/2 pounds. With a record of 9 wins and 6 losses. From Indianapolis, Sean Connor Fallon!
Man, I'm telling you, you can't find a nicer guy either than Sean.
Look at both these guys look extremely relaxed.
Yeah,
his opponent across the cage.
Well, that's
Fighting out of the Gravity Red Corner is trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, representing Daha Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA Academy. Sponsored by Burnett's, Oscar's Pizza, and Psychiatric Center. Weighing in at 173.4 pounds with a record of 14 wins and 13 losses. From Kokomo, Dad Bod, Dan Harris! Fighters to the center of the cage for final instruction.
You've got 64 fights between both these guys.
Nice.
Gentlemen, win no rules in the
there.
back. Fight clean, fight fair. Listen to my commands all the time, protect yourself all the time. You guys want to touch them up, touch them up.
I mean, 64 fights between two guys, and sanctions only been in place about 10 years. That's pretty good.
I'm sure there's several fights there that were not sanctioned.
Yes.
Like I said, it'd be,
right.
this could be a fight. A lot of times we get two good ground guys, it ends up being
The boxing match. Yeah, there you go.
Nobody wants to go to the ground. I don't think that's going to be the case. Nice kick right there.
Well, that's it. You know, like you said earlier, Dana's very slick.
They both had good kicks.
Oh, swing and a miss on that one. That's a big...
Who's going to end up on top? Fallon does it at the end, ends up on top.
I'm telling you, man, and you've got to YouTube this fight. It's Daniel Head versus Rocky France.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you seen that
Winner
one?
take all.
Oh, yeah, it was the winner take all
That
fight.
was
And
a lot of bad blood. Winner takes all. They both agreed to it.
and now they train together.
Okay, Sean's got a guillotine attempt right now. One-arm guillotine, very difficult to finish right here. Dan doesn't look like he's too worried about it right now,
I was
but
going
it
to say, can he
is tight.
finish it with his half guard?
It's going to be difficult to do. It's more of a controlling position, but it can be finished from there.
I just wondered if Fallon's length might play a factor into that. That
Fallon
actually
doing
might.
a good job of continuing to go for
This
this.
is not, yeah. Good job by Dan to kind of.
They got to be careful. It could end up with that Von Flue choke right now. Uh-oh. He's trying to get that crucifix. This is a nasty position if he can finish it.
Can you finish that from this?
Oh, this is the tough position. He's got a good crucifix right there. It's very painful right now. Oh, I thought I was going to stop there for a second. But if you can get that head in there, like he's got, it's very difficult. If Allen can trap that leg and really pull him over, it's hard to get out.
I've never seen it from that position.
That
I've always seen it
crucifix,
from
that's very difficult
Well,
right there.
if he gets him on his back, I think it's done.
He very well could have it right there. Head is doing a good job of staying out of that because that is painful to no end.
What does he need to do to get out of this?
He's just trying to keep scrambling around. Very difficult to do. He's got to try and push his way out the other direction. Just try and maybe remain limp and try and push his body, pull it back, go towards his butt. But he's stuck in a tough spot right now.
Well, Daniel seems to be.
He's just relaxing right now, doing what's Fallon needs to try and get an over with the legs and try and sweep him and get on top. He doesn't need the butterfly. He needs one on top. There he does. That's right there what he needs to do.
Now.
This could be a bad spot right here. If Fallon could really squeeze and sit out. That's why Head's trying to control.
Keep those legs. Oh, you had to let go of it.
But now he's still got a deep choke in with this. He's still got a deep guillotine in what that looks like. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Daniel's doing a great job of just staying calm.
Just staying relaxed. But is he winning the round like this? That's a question. That's what I would recommend if I'm Fallon right now is almost letting go and grabbing him because he's got the head up so much, getting a good guillotine. Or start throwing some body punches right now. There he goes. But he doesn't really want to throw any hard punches, it doesn't seem like, but throw some good hard body punches. Not a lot. This is definitely a chess match now. It's not just to go in and hit the guy as hard as you can. Fallon looks like he's trying to reposition and try and get that better choke right there. If he could kind of grab his own bicep right now and really figure for the arm, it could be very difficult. Instead, he looks like he's just trying to smother him to the ground. And every now and again, when you look at Head's face, you can see a wince and a grimace on his face. Notice that? Look.
Oh, yeah, you can see
Every now and again when Sean starts to really put his hips in, you can see a grimace right there. It's not enough to submit him, but it's enough to hurt him.
Well, I will say bonus is I just saw Daniel looking up at the screens and watching the time and even positioning of where Fallon's at.
Okay, now he's out of it. Now he's out. Now, Fallon is in a dominant position, but he has to do some damage right there. Otherwise, it means nothing.
Well, and unfortunately, a lot of people watching don't even understand how hard that position was and really damaging that crucifix was to Daniel.
They're doing a good job of trying to end out on top. He's trying to come on top here, and not able to happen, though. Fallon's doing a good job of stopping it. Like I said, Fallon not able to do much damage from this position, though. Fallon's going to try.
Well, great round by Fallon.
good position. Just dominated the position from the beginning to the end, pretty much.
And unfortunately, like I said, the damage, people oftentimes associate the blood with the damage.
Sure.
But, I mean, I'm telling you, there had to be some damage done in that crucifix, as much pressure that was put on Dan's neck from Fallon.
That's one thing I've been able to work out with Fallon before, and I do know he has a good ability to really put you in a bad position and not get tired from it. Like, you're thinking his arms are going to get tired. They don't get tired. So I don't know if he just has got like good tension on his muscles or just extremely good muscular endurance, but it's hard to get him tired.
Well, and having those nice long arms and long legs, I mean, that's got to help him. I remember I had a jiu-jitsu match one time with Henner Gracie.
Oh yeah.
And I was like 175 at that time, and I'm 5'8". He was 175 and 6'3".
A little different.
And once I got put in his guard, I'm like, how do I get out of this? Like he could wrap his legs around me twice back then,
Yeah.
I did last about 3.5 minutes with him, but yeah.
What did he get you with?
Actually, with the Ezekiel choke, sleeve and sleeve.
Oh, it was jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it was a jiu-jitsu match. Yeah, it was a jiu-jitsu match. And I think he was only 17. I was 25. I was 27. He was 17.
It's a little difference.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we got some strikes here. I did see a pretty good bruise right there on Head's leg. Oh. Sounds like he landed one good kick that hurt his. Flattened him totally out, and Head is just happy to put his back on the mat.
And he's almost back in the same position he was in.
Exactly, and they got that good one-arm guillotine put in by Fallon. A lot of people think that's not a very good move. It actually is it's very good controlling, and you can't get that submission. You can tell that Head does not like it.
This is this is almost a repeat of that first round,
and like Fallon can try and land a few punches right now.
Yeah, I'd like to see some body shots right there.
He's got the arm trapped. It seems like he's got Head's arm and in the neck right there. He's in a pretty dominant position. Look at Head's face right there. He's not liking this. Just taking a beating right now, and Fallon's so long, it's going to be hard to reverse him right there from that spot. Now, it looks like his head's about to pop out, but if you can look at his face right there, he doesn't look like he's happy about it. Oh, now he's really trying to choke on that guillotine.
That choke.
Oh, some good body work done by Fallon right there. Threw a couple good body punches in there. This is a lot more about the legs that people don't realize. He's trying to get that right leg out. If he can get the mount, this could be a different story. But Head's doing a good job of not letting him get that leg out. He wants to get that leg out and go mount, and then this is a different. Now Fallon's trying to.
He almost has
it. He used his hand to try and get that leg out. It didn't work. Head knows what's going on.
It looked like he was cranking on that choke for a minute. It was Fallon, but.
Well, now we can't really see what's going on with the other side right there.
If you got to pass off that. When you come up, you got to pass.
Now Fallon's being very heavy with it.
Oh, nice switch there to the other side. Okay.
Okay, he's going to get caught right back in that same thing he was earlier with that crucifix if he's not careful. He's got to be careful about that crucifix. Right back to the dominant position. Jeez. He's going for the Darce.
I was just thinking he landed the Darce choke.
Oh, right back to this same position he keeps getting caught in. That crucifix position, it's hard to do anything with it.
Yeah, and it seems like Fallon's doing a great job of just keeping his head under control right there.
Yeah, if you can control the guy's head, it's very difficult to do anything. It's hard to get out.
Hey, 2 minutes 15.
I mean, Head's doing a good job of defending the legs right now and stopping him from getting the mount and ending the fight. But he's at the end of the day, he's just stuck in this position.
And does Fallon need to have those legs in there to finish a guillotine choke from there?
It's hard to finish that submission unless you can get that right leg out and get the full mount, which he's almost there right now.
He's almost there, yeah.
And what Fallon's trying to do is loosen it up a little bit. So if he can get that right leg out and get the full mount, I think he has a good chance of finishing this. But the same token, He's winning the fight. Doesn't even care if he gets set up. I mean, he's kind of putting this on Head. The Head, you're going to have to change this somehow. You're going to have to go nuts and get out of here, or I'm just going to win this fight. You want to lose quickly, or you want to lose slowly?
Right.
You know?
But I'll tell you what, if Sean Fallon can finish Daniel Head, this will be a great feather in that cap, too.
He's no longer got the leg in there.
Can he mount?
Now he has a ability right now. Oh, getting him in a different spot. But unfortunately, he moved a little bit, but he didn't really improve his position yet.
Now he's...
Uh-oh. Different crank right there going on. He could slide that right into a Darce if he wants. Fallon's got those long arms. There it is right there.
That's where he's trying to get.
He's got to be very careful right now.
Daniel stopped that leg.
Yep.
Oh, now he's back out.
This is a tough spot right here.
30 seconds.
He's getting the Darce from a weird spot. I'm not real familiar with him getting in here.
You know, I just can't believe really how calm Daniel's staying though.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
There's a little elbow.
Yeah. Trying to do a little bit of damage, but he's obviously dominating the position right now.
All right.
I mean, you know, in my opinion, you might be looking at a couple 10-8 rounds.
Yeah, very
I'm
much
not
so.
sure.
I think the hard thing is going to be, like I said earlier, is damage. Did they?
Yeah, but is it not just damage? Is it also
it's damage,
control?
duration.
Yes,
and
the duration's definitely there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, and like I said, not all damage you can see. I think there's some damage that happens that you just can't see. And I tell you, Dan, if he doesn't have a sore neck now, he's going to have one in the morning.
If not, I want to know his
chiropractor or something.
What he's doing, what kind of magic food he's eating to stop that, because my neck's hurting.
Mine is, I'm over here sitting, trying to stretch my neck out.
I keep turning left and right. It doesn't seem to help me.
And, you know, it almost seems like, really, there's just such a respect between both of these guys. It doesn't seem like Fallon, I don't know if it's just the way that the fight is playing out, but, I mean, you haven't seen Fallon throw a bunch of elbows or a bunch of punches or a bunch of...
I don't even really know if that's... I think it's just a position.
Just a position?
I mean, I think if he were on bottom, I think he'd be throwing a lot of elbows.
Yeah.
But I think the way he's on top, he's winning the round the way he wants to, and he's making Head make the fight different in order to where he can get the submission. But if not, Head's good enough to not get submitted. Very talented on the ground.
Well, I was gonna say, if there's been a position out there, Daniel's been in it.
Exactly.
And I think you'll see Dan go out. He knows he's losing.
Yeah. Fallon has landed a couple good leg kicks, I've noticed.
Get in there, Daniel. Get in there. Now we work.
And look at where we're at.
He's ending up the same place as it's been in here the first two rounds. It's a very difficult spot to get out of as a bottom guy, especially when all he's trying to do is get that over so he can get the full mount. And Head's doing a good job. He's not going to let him do that.
No.
But at the same time, you know, Fallon's winning from this position. So he's kind of putting this on Head. You've got to do something different to beat me. And
I was actually kind of shocked to see Daniel shoot there again in this round. And maybe stand back and try to land some more punches and kicks. And
I can't really see. He's same place right now. He's got that half guard going on right now, and he's not letting him get full mount. But at the same time,
rinse and repeat or something, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, like I said, Sean's got him in a tough spot.
Yeah.
You can't really get out of here very well.
You know,
and the referee can't really stand him from that. You got him in a deep submission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
well, it's nice to see though that we do have a referee that understands that.
Yeah,
because there are some that would have stepped in there and said, "Come on, guys,
come on, you got to move." I got him in a guillotine right now. You know what I mean? And the only thing they don't really understand, the only thing that told him is him stopping my leg from stepping over his body. If I step the leg over, this fight very well could be over. And so, like, Fallon's taking advantage right now of throwing those body punches when he gives it to him. He's just taking whatever he's given right now. That's what you have to do in that position. So But like I said, Fallon doing right now what he needs to try and get that right leg over. Smack it through. Oh, there he gets it to the ground. Going to the mountain.
No, there's an elbow right there.
Going right back to the same few spots we get every time, but I know from Fallon's spot, he's thinking this is working for me. Why am I going to change this up at all? He's going for the Darce once again.
You can see Fallon look right over his corner, and Pat McPherson, who I know he's in your corner at your fights.
Yeah, Pat's going to let you know what you need to do. And right now, he's doing a good job of trying to get this Darce. You need to walk those legs around.
Is it in there?
Not quite the way he wants it. He needs to pull that left arm up and really finish it, just like he's doing right now. Now it's getting a little tighter. He needs to get his hips close to the ground and walk that around.
Does he need to? He needs to walk around the head or walk?
He needs to walk towards
the
the hips, but he's not getting his body. He needs to get his left hip to the ground and walk around to tighten that up even more. He's not able to tighten it up because he didn't have it quite the right way.
Well, I think Dan was doing a good job with that left arm
Yeah.
of creating that space.
And he can't get that arm quite deep enough right there. Dan doing a good job of not letting himself go to his side. I mean, really, Fallon's just kind of controlling.
Oh, there's a tap. There's a tap right there by Daniel.
Darce him, huh?
Yeah. Wow, what a fight. What a fight.
Good job, Sean.
Man. And Daniel just got stuck in a position and couldn't get out of it. But great showing by Daniel. Great job by Sean Fallon, too, man, to come in here and get that finish in the third round. Daniel has, I'll tell you what, if this is Daniel Head's last fight, he has had a heck of a career. He has fought some of the biggest names, especially in regional MMA, but he has fought UFC fighters, Bellator fighters. He has been on the Ultimate Fighter TV show. He has done an outstanding job. And, you know, I love seeing Dan Head fight. He's always in every fight. Hopefully this isn't the last of it, but, you know, he's had a great career and he's done a great job. So hopefully this isn't a retirement fight, but I know he's talked about it being one. And, you know, and he continues to keep coaching guys and making them be as great of a competitor as he was.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 3 minutes, 39 seconds into the third round, your winner by tap out due to Darce, Sean Connor Fallon.
And we'll go up with Chris Lights Out Lytle to talk with Sean Fallon.
Sean. Wow, very quality win right there against a very tough guy, especially on the ground. What can you tell us about the fight?
Man, just what you said. Tough motherfucker, man. So much respect for this guy. He's been around forever, and I'm happy to get the win. It wasn't a spectacular finish, but got a finish against a tough guy, and I'm pretty content with that.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I know, like you said, it wasn't a glitz. It wasn't all kinds of action going on, but he was doing a good job of stopping everything you threw at him. Was it a tough fight? Was it just tough being patient, or what was the toughest part about this fight for you?
Yeah, exactly that. He was strong and really creating a good frame and really caused me to use a lot of arm strength. And man, it was getting tiring, you know. And he's a dangerous guy. He's a black belt on the ground. You know, he's had nothing but tough fights his whole career, and he's a crafty veteran, man.
Sean, you're 7-1 now here, Colosseum Combat. What's next for you, brother?
Hey, man, I think me and Pat decide we're going to try to get a fight in Bellator next and see what they offer. If not, I love fighting here in Kokomo, and Mark's been giving me great opportunities, and I'm extremely thankful for that. But, you know, I've been busting ass grinding at this for a while, and I'd like to try my hand at the big show.
All right, well, good luck to you. Can't wait to see you fight, brother. Congratulations.
All right, there you have it from Sean Fallon. The winner tonight. And we have concluded B2 Fight Series. B2 Fight Series Colosseum Combat 49.
Ladies and gentlemen,
they're
once
going to get
again,
some fights in
your
here with
Colosseum
my
Combat 49
colleague
main event
Chris Lytle
winner,
to get some
Sean
pictures and stuff.
Connor Fallon.
I am Justin Hahn.
Please
coming
don't
to
forget
you
the official
from
after party of
Kokomo,
Colosseum
Indiana,
Combat
Kokomo Event
49
Center.
at
And
Moe's
this has
River
been
Room.
Colosseum
Shady
Combat
Brady, I'm out. God
49
bless.
with Sean Fallon, the main event winner, tapping out Dan Head to Darce choke. And with that, we will see you at our next show, Colosseum Combat 50. We will have the dates for that at some point, and we will see you then. This is Justin Hahn for Colosseum Combat and Fast Play Sports.